And we're live. You're like, what's going on?
You didn't give me a countdown. You just started it, bro.
Sorry, everybody, for running a few minutes late here. It's totally Lewis's fault.
Yeah, my fault, man. Sorry. Yeah, I guess.
No, I was trying to do a proper setup here of all the songs here. So yeah, so thanks to all the viewers, even though we don't have any in the waiting area.
There's nobody on here yet. What the?
Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for being late once again, and hello to everybody tonight. Lewis, how you doing, man?
Bro, I'm doing good. Oh, right there. I'm doing great, bro. Just settling down, you know, cracking open a cold one for the cold winter, the weather.
Yeah. Cheers.
Fuck, man. It snowed today.
I know. I don't know what the hell.
Holy shit, what's going on, man?
Sorry, I'm just trying to finish up one more thing here.
Uh-oh. Is this an exclusive? Is this an exclusive?
Yeah, I'm gonna start rapping on the spot right now.
You just freestyling?
Like you thought the last one was.
I thought it was gonna be like that. Literally, I thought it was you and Jesse just rapping against one another. That would have been sick. You know?
I can't believe why was I putting up pictures of Drake and Lil Wayne then? Like
I have no idea. I guess this is that's like your alter egos, your personas would have been right. Fuck. I'm sitting there, I'm like, these guys aren't rapping.
I like that's what you thought it was, though. That's funny. Honestly, though, who fucking knows?
Yeah.
But so basically, I guess we'll start off with explaining how this kind of came together. So Lewis hasn't known me as long as some of my friends, and basically, when I was younger, I tried to record a bunch of songs. I thought maybe I had this delusion that I was going to maybe become a rapper or something at one point, but it was just more of the thing to do, right? It was me and my friends, you'd sit around and you'd listen to rap, and sometimes you'd listen.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would rhyme and stuff and just fuck around, you know what I mean? So I started out
have your own thing.
Right. And then, as cliche and stupid as it's gonna sound, then things like 8 Mile and stuff came out. Everyone's trying to battle each other.
Oh my god. Those rap battles, man.
No, but
in the hallways.
It was just something to do. If you're just hanging around with a bunch of your buddies, in a fucking basement or something like that, or
pass the time.
Would have some.
Let's rap against one another.
Yeah,
bro.
we'd have some music on, and we started freestyling and stuff. Even my friends who really rap, they tried to freestyle, you know what I mean, off the top of your head, make shit up. So we'd have fun doing that, right, when we were younger. So then, one of my good friends, who we've lost touch over the years, unfortunately, and I'm sad about that, but he had a mic. He was one of the first people I knew that actually owned a microphone. And at that point, I went over there one day to see him, and he had this microphone, and he's like, "Hey, you should do a song." And I guess he had already done some, and he was fucking around and writing, and he had an interest in this, and he was pretty good. So then I was like, yeah, sure. At that point I was kind of freestyling and doing this kind of stuff. And yeah, so then we recorded a couple songs, and that kind of after that, I went out and bought a mic, and
you started up your own.
Right. And then there's kind of a bunch of stories that I'm going to kind of talk about as we go through the career fucking retrospective.
The Niko origin story.
Well, what happened was Lewis, because he doesn't that's when I started off saying at the start there, he hasn't known me as long as some of my friends. So at the end of the last episode, when last Friday's event there with me and Jesse, when we battled each other with that music, we got into it at the end. We were talking shit to one another a bit because I had made a diss against him, a couple of them actually.
Gotta hear them, bro.
And he made one against me, which we'll get into later in the show. It's kind of more he'll end. This is in recent years. Again, just fucking around. And you had never heard of that, and I think I played a little bit of it for you a little while ago.
I've heard, right? Yeah. I've heard little clips, little bits here and there.
Right. So then the next day you messaged me, and you were kind of following up about the events of the night before, and we got to talking, and you came up with the idea, yeah, maybe we should do something like that, do something like this, because you've never heard any of this older stuff I had. I was like, yeah, sure, maybe. So admittingly, you know, whoever checks this out, whoever tunes in tonight, you know, prior to now, was a little kind of nervous and embarrassed to kind of go about doing this, even though I put myself out on the internet, you know, week to week with this show. And
it's more personal, man. It's more personal, you know.
It is. And then also that I know, because there's like a lot of it's like not great in my to me.
Yeah.
You know, like your own harshest critic. But you know, I'm gonna invite the laughs at certain things. You know, we're gonna go through this stuff. I'm gonna try to give you some interesting stories along with stuff.
I can't wait.
Yeah, go ahead, Rob. Not, you know, listen. It's my brother. So, you know, yeah. So it's not that I wanted to become a rapper, but you know, I wouldn't have minded. I was interested in making music, like this podcast thing. I've always been kind of into doing kind of creative things like this, right? And it was more so about the writing. Like the writing, like I liked a lot. Like I liked writing songs. So like everything I play tonight, or I'm actually attempting to rap in some of these songs, it's all stuff I wrote, right? So it's
you're like a lyricist, bro.
Yeah, watch out.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, we'll get into it. So but again, thanks for everybody tuning in. But you know, like I said, let the jokes fly. Some of it's gonna be ridiculous, and I'm gonna be laughing along with it.
I'm all about the words, bro. I'm all about the words. Gotta hear them.
But you know, keep in mind, you know, it was tough for me, I think, to do that this time around. It was, admittingly, I'm gonna say, like a little tough. But then, you know, a couple people, like you yourself included, you know, we're kind of like, you know, fuck it, you know, who cares? And you know, we're all here kind of as fans of this and kind of, you know, what you do and your friends. So I appreciate it. So you know, so I figured, you know, what the hell, we have this platform. Like none of this shit has been heard by many, myself included, for years and years. So I was like, okay, why not?
Really? Yeah. So it's literally, you're literally taking out the skeletons in your closet.
Yeah,
you're cleaning out your closet.
I'm curious what's on some of these songs. I'm like, that's why some of this stuff's gonna be like, oh, that's too personal. I was like,
yeah, because you mentioned you haven't heard them.
A lot of it I haven't. Like, no, like I have. It's not like I sit here listening to myself from 13 years ago. You know what I mean? Tonight I will. Tonight I will for this, but yeah, you know, not on a daily basis. Not like Friday at my house, I'm playing the mix of all the Neeks songs.
You're blasting all your old music.
All right, so yeah, let's have some fun. You know, if you guys got an adult beverage by, you know, have a drink, and we'll play some of this stuff, and I'll cue it up, and
this is water,
give you a little story or whatever, and and we'll see. We might have some other guests popping in, you know, in throughout the show. JT might drop by, maybe some of the people that the songs are about, or people that are featured on songs. We'll see.
Oh no!
So we'll see what happens. But Lewis, yeah, thanks for doing this. Thanks for this idea and talking into it. I hope I'll be thanking you for that one. So we'll see. All right, hold up 1 second.
Maybe your old boy might reach out after this, man.
That would be nice. I felt like messaging him, but I thought, like, out of the blue for something like this, that would be a kind of a shitty move. So I
it's been so weird. Yeah, it's been so long. Right?
Showing my YouTube channel today. I don't even talked in years, but so there's gonna be some people in these songs, as we're kind of here, like listening to like what I did, that I'm not gonna play their parts, so, just because out of respect for those people. Okay. The ones where I can't really get around it, that's fine. But you know what I mean? Like, because I don't know a lot of these people anymore, like barely anybody that's on these songs, because there's like a bunch of songs that I did with people. We'll get into it. So anyways, yeah.
Let's listen to them, bro.
What's that?
Let's listen to them. Wasted time.
Yeah, it's funny too, because I put up a picture that's like, again, like 13, 14 years old when I made the post for this. And JT thought I was trying to do a Drake picture, because there's a picture of him where he is kind of like that. Like, and I'm like, no, man. I'm like, that
oh yeah.
No, as soon as he said it, I was like, fuck, you're right. I just thought it looked kind of cool like that. So I was like, okay, I'll just put this picture up. But it was like literally like 14 years old, that picture. I was like 19 in that picture. So I was like, all right, I'll just put this out, right? And then he was trying to say that I'm biting him. So I was like,
uh-oh.
See? Watch out. You must have
You
saw it.
came
He's from
first, bro.
Toronto.
You came
No.
first. You came first.
That's right. Oh damn, 4 people in here already. Okay. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, now we have a crowd, bro. Now we have a crowd.
Okay, hold on. Just putting up a message. Sorry for the.
So this list that you put up, it's all of the songs
Talk
that
part
you
in the chat. That's it.
You wrote.
No, it said talk part in the chat. I meant to write take.
Oh. Okay, please comment and talk part in the chat. Okay. What
were you saying?
All the songs that you have there, how many are they?
I got 21 songs here.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got 21.
That's a good album, bro. That's a good album.
And that's not including the other song that I have, Jesse's song, and it's not including a 10-minute freestyle thing that I did with my buddy. I didn't throw that on there. If we have time, we'll see how long this takes, but I figured it, if it's I figured an hour and a half is the length of what we're gonna do here, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Oh,
and you haven't ranked these from like your best to worst, have you?
No, I'll comment on that, what I think of them as I go as well. But so first up, I'm gonna play a YouTube video from when I went camping years and years ago. This is why I think I was 19 or 20, around the time. At this point, I was just kind of freestyling and not really recording and doing this kind of thing. We went camping one time, and somebody threw some sort of the ludicrous beat on here, and my friend that we were camping with, she took a video where she can't see shit in it with her phone. I don't know. It must have been night when this was going on. So all you can hear is the audio. It's like a quick 45-second clip of me freestyling some guy, and I destroyed him. And she put it on YouTube from fucking back then. If I looked at the upload date, it's 2007. So it was literally like so I'm going to play that here for you.
Let's listen, bro.
Yeah. Hold on.
Sunshine, call me so sick. My shit's legit, and your fucking flow is weak to Niko, your fucking shit. And that's how I go up on the mic. If you like, I'll fucking whip your bitch ass all night. And my boys will do you like a fucking peg. Yo, I drank your motherfucking keg last night, guys. I didn't pitch no money. I looked at you and said, bro, you must be funny, because I ain't giving you a fucking dime, because you can't beat Niko in a fucking rhyme.
So that was at a place called Sunshine Park in Wasaga Beach. It's a wild fucking place years and years ago.
Holy shit.
And some guy, he came around and he wanted to be neighbors with us, and he had a keg of beer, and we ended up drinking all his beer the night before that. So at that point, when you could hear me, because I'm 19, like my voice is probably still like still even
it's up and down. It's up and down.
Drinking probably for 3 days on that audio clip. So that's probably why.
I was gonna ask you.
It's very high pitched.
How much were you drinking?
Oh yeah, that was that. But anyways, so then my buddy, my best friend from back in the day, Nazim, he's the one who bought a mic. And if he does end up seeing this somehow someday, a shout out to him, and hopefully one of us will reach out to the other at some point. But there's nothing bad that happened. We just lost touch, and I guess again, I'm let's not get into that. But yeah, it's just sad. Right? How that happens over time. And anyways, he's the guy that had the mic, and this first song I recorded with him. Now this song is the notorious "Laying Down with Guys" song, and I'll explain that.
Oh God.
You played video games with us before. You've heard us use this phrase before, right?
I've heard you guys use that term. Yeah.
So in this song, in the intro, because rappers they got to say some shit at the start of the song. You know what I mean? Like
they got to be tough. They got to be tough.
This wasn't even tough though. Like this is like an old song before you got with Lil Wayne. Like I think it's called "I Fly High" or something like that. Are you familiar with that song? So this is
I think so.
Now he had the song already. He already had his part. I went over there and he's just like, here, do you want to add something to this? And we kind of worked out a couple more lines for him, and he helped me with some of the stuff, and he knew what to do with the program. Like this is me with like auto tune and all this kind of stuff on my voice and stuff.
Oh no.
And I actually sang on it too. Okay. So this is how ambitious I was. I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna rap, watch out, like triple threat.
How long is it? How long is it?
The song, so all the verses will be like a minute. Like that's what I mean. Like we'll
okay.
probably get through them pretty good, depending on how long we talk in between. So don't worry. Are you?
Oh yeah, no. I'm just sitting here thinking it's like a full song.
No, because I did the song with him, so he's on the second verse, but I did a chorus in it. So it's just like, so at the start of it, you'll hear what I say that my friends picked up on, and looking back on it, I'm like, well, that was a stupid fucking thing to say, but it basically became laying down with guys after it was said. So, all right.
Good God.
So let's play that.
Here we go.
And let me know if the volume's not good.
I can hear it. Everything's okay.
Yo, this is Neeks and Nas. Not Nas, Nas. That's right. It's the first track I'm getting on. Let's lay it down for these guys.
Okay, that's good.
So I meant lay it down, like lay some lyrics down.
Yeah,
Obviously, that doesn't sound right by saying let's lay it down for these guys.
Not laying down the pipe for these guys, bro.
Yeah, I'm already laughing at that one. Yeah, so let's bring it back. That was hot. Let's bring that back.
I like the beat, bro. The beat was good.
So yeah, and then my buddy Nazim, his name is just Nas, his rap name. So, but that's why I said not Nas. Try to be a little clever.
Not Nas.
Anyways, Here we go. Yo, this is Neeks and Nas. Not Nas, Nas.
Nas.
It's the first track I'm getting on. Let's lay it down for these guys.
Yo, it's all about Neeks and Nas from now on.
We took in over 2010.
No homo, no homo.
Whoa.
We took over.
You took over.
That I might die, and I just remember that I really can't sing. I'm still writing raps and recording tracks, man. I'm still doing my thing. I'm so high, I might die, and I just remember that I really can't sing. I'm still working at no frills just to pay the bills. I'm still doing my thing.
Shout out.
I work for a living. This real shit that I'm spitting. Started on the bottom floor and worked my way to the ceiling. Doing way better now, trying to get my life started. Went from living at my boys to getting my own apartment. Tracks with Nas, who I've known since kindergarten. We used to chill in Thorncliffe till the day that we parted. Getting money regardless, but they didn't stop us. There's ain't really problems. They all just pretty harmless. You ain't gone too far. You so far gone. I'm from Toronto where Drake first got put on. You come to my city and they'll rob your ass bare. Leave you sitting like Jimmy in that fucking wheelchair. But it's always funny to see just how life turns out. He kept going to school. I was the fool and dropped out. Went on to advance his mind while I stayed on the grind. But how could I stop? I was just beginning to shine.
I'm still fly.
That was
Special.
special. That was good.
Anyways, he went on to kill it after that. He had a much better voice for the singing parts. He was much better.
He did it better.
Yeah, I don't know. The best line in that, another one that everybody makes fun of, is that how I said this real shit that I'm spitting.
This real shit that I'm spitting. And then you shout out no frills.
Yeah. I was shouting out. I was trying to diminish my whatever I had going on at the time.
Good God.
So
that sounded like a full song, bro.
It was. I mean, that was it for me on there. All you hear after that is in the chorus, you cut in me and him kind of singing back and forth. And
in and out. Yeah.
Our chorus is actually different, the things we say, at that point. Yeah. Because like I said, that I forgot I really can't sing part. And
but you sang anyways, bro. That's all that matters.
Well, that was all auto-tune. That wasn't me, but yeah. So that was the first time out. So then around that time, I was also frequenting a forum, like at work on the computer. Like there was a rap forum. I was a fan of Joe Budden, the rapper, and back in the day, he had his own like forum where people would go on and chat. And that guy was like a type of rapper that he's a real deep guy, like, you know what I mean? So like it was one of those type of chat forums where like a lot of people kind of got like, you know what I mean, like personal and rap fans met each other. And then people, that's where a lot of my collaborators for songs for the year or two after that came from, was from like the boards just posting there. It was something that I kind of used to do, jump on at work. But then there was a lot of people, I think, that also socially that weren't good, that would hang out on that forum. Like it was one of those kind of things that people got to know each other, and it was some good time spent there. You know what I mean? Like
just to kind of like keep in the loop with like what's going on. Yeah,
we all came there as rap fans, a lot of the people, but then it turned into like a community and shit. Like people actually like met each other off of there and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool. So when I was on there, people would start posting their own music. So, and I would listen to it. And a lot of these guys were half decent, I thought. And so then I kind of gave me the idea to try that out as well. At this time I was working full time. I was done school. So it's not like, you know, I mean, this is like, I kind of put everything into this or anything like that. I was just like, okay, yeah, this could be something that's fun. Right. So,
that's cool though, man.
Yeah.
That's how like you kind of meet these people and you kind of like expand your horizon in terms of like ideas, right? And flows and stuff, and how to paste stuff together. That's cool, man.
Yeah. So then that started happening. So like there's different like times, right? Like so anyways, they had after I did this song around the same time, they had like a rap competition on there, and you had to submit a song. And it was like there was like levels to it. So like, you know, it was like a bracket almost. Like if you beat your song faced off another one, you would move on and people would vote on this and that. So again, being the ambitious person I was like, oh, I need to record something. I need to get in this. And then this horrible travesty that followed right here.
You can't set it up like that, man. You got to be proud of it.
Some of them I am, and then we'll get into it. But yeah, this one's bad. This is so there's rules. You only had like a minute, and they gave you the beat. I hated this fucking beat that they gave me. I hated this fucking beat. So I couldn't even write anything to it. And I did this at my buddy's house too at that point, because like I said, I didn't have a mic. So I went over there, and it's just like on the other one, I felt real good because it was like, you know, I'm doing it with my buddy. It's creative. Like we're working together on something, right? This was like, I'm trying to like being put to the test, and you know what I mean? I'm getting judged by random people, and you know what I mean? Like, so it kind of took away all the joy in it. So like the one that follows after this one is another song we did together that I'm very proud of. Actually, it's one of my favorite songs still to this day. So we'll get into that. But this is the minute piece of garbage I put out on some fucking shit beat. And
hold on. You were gonna call it piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit. That's the name of the song, actually. No.
Is it really?
No, it's called The Hardest Remix because that was the name of the beat. I didn't name it. It's like I think the song was called The Hardest. It was like some fucking Styles P D Block fucking beat or something, and it was I just didn't like it. And yeah, anyways, so I turned this piece of crap in here. So here we go. This piece of shit.
Here we go.
Oh, and also I lost the first round. I don't know if you guys guessed.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Yo, what up, Walt Whitman? Thanks for putting this shit together, man. What up, judges? You know I'll be making it to the second round, man.
I didn't.
What up, Joe Budden TV? What up, Joe Budden TV haters? Yo, it's Neeks. Yo, it's hard to stay alive and survive in these times. The streets are filled with crime, it's looking like District 9. So I spit rhymes, I cause mass hysteria. Never lived in the ghetto, just in ghetto areas. I'm a beast, I rip apart beats with my teeth. So I don't care if you were born and bred New York MC.
Sounds like I said teeths there.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's or teats.
Teats.
You just another geek from Joe Budden TV. I guarantee I'll be making it to at least round 3. Who an after school fag, walk around with his book bag and repeat dot. You making New York look bad. Put on for my city, while you rhyme just stay shitty. They premature boys still sucking on mom's titties. We gone too far, you so far gone. I'm from Toronto where Drake first got put on. You come to my city and the rob US bear. Leave you sitting like Jimmy in your fucking wheelchair. Man, I've been talking shit, just call it diarrhea. It shoots out my mouth and quickly becomes ether coming out the speakers. Yes, this shit is lethal. I'm a crazy motherfucker. Yep, I kill people. Travel to the steeple and go there, have a prayer. Make your peace with God, son. Soon you're going there. So I'm a
Yeah, it was shit. I told you.
That was awesome, bro. I like that one the best.
No, that was garbage. I didn't like that. And I reused some lines from the first song. It was when Drake was really becoming popular, right? So like,
yeah,
from Toronto, it was almost like I had to mention that in the song. Right? I
had to.
Like no one really knew him at that point. So like I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw his. Well, they knew him, but it was like he only dropped that So Far Gone mixtape at that point, and Lil Wayne had just signed him. Like this is before he dropped.
Oh, it's early. Yeah, it's early on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So at this point, like I kind of felt like, okay, I have to throw his name out there, right? But anyways, yeah, that was garbage.
Yeah, that was that reminded me of like early like, I don't want to say Kanye, but
what do you mean? What do you mean? What did you
like mean? The flow, like the way it sounded, it was kind of like, I mean, the lyrics are a little.
So that's the thing. And for anybody who doesn't know, like, not that I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I know everything or anything like that. Clearly not. But that was one of my number one issues. And I find that that's the issue a lot. If you don't rap a lot, is getting a flow down, like getting the flow to the beat. And for anybody who doesn't know what that means, it means like actually making the words like sound good with the beat, like the actual lyrics to actually go along with the beat, like the way you pronounce things and don't over pronunciate things.
Yeah, or like extend the word just to kind of fill in the air. Yeah.
You don't really notice like there's a separation, and that was always my writing wasn't my issue. My rhymes were okay, but it was the flow I always had.
Getting it out.
Yeah. It was the flow I always had issues with, like to the point where sometimes like it sounds like a mumbling shit, like you know what I mean, like that's just my voice, but like like you know what I mean, like almost like I had a speech impediment or some shit, you know what I mean, not.
And then you dropped diarrhea, which was
oh yeah, and then I related it to a line with fucking shit ether coming out of my mouth. Yeah, believe me, I don't know, it was all over the place on that. I'm making District 9 fucking.
Yeah, like what? Okay.
Yeah, some of this shit hasn't aged well because some of the references you were like, what?
District 9.
Yeah, you remember that movie?
Yeah, that movie. I remember that movie.
So okay, so here we go. So this is the first song where I was actually really happy with it. This next one.
What year? What year was it?
This is the same year. Like this is directly after I did this. This is all within like a month or two. These songs, like with me, my buddy's house, because he had the mic, and I did this song with my buddy Nazim again. This I'm gonna play the whole thing actually, because I think there was always my friends like Peter, for one. I think at the time he even said I got killed on this song. Like I think he killed, like it was a good back and forth, but we kind of, again, we did this together, we wrote this together, but he was really good at the time, like, and he clearly was doing stuff with his microphone and doing songs that I was not aware of even prior to this. He was just really good. Again, really good writer. And yeah, there was a lot of these songs where I think he did better than I did on the songs. And this might be one of them. I'm really happy with so I brought this beat to him. I think I brought this beat to him, and I had written a bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay, I want to put some of this to this. And then on the spot, he wrote some stuff and I wrote a little bit more. And like, we recorded it like the same day. And it's like, to this day, my favorite songs. It was just one of those things that I wish that if we did continue doing this together at that time, you know, it would have been interesting to see some of the stuff that we had made together. You
guys could have come up with.
Yeah, we just gelled really good because we were best friends for years and years and years, right?
So, how long did it take you guys to write it?
We wrote this. I mean, like I said, I had some of it written prior to bringing the beat over, but we finished it the same day. And like, I don't think he had anything. Like, I think most of that, I helped maybe with some of his lines, but majority of this he wrote like there and then. Like, it probably took an evening. right? Like, but
oh wow, man.
But it was a pretty good. This is probably still one of my favorite songs. Now this is it's called, well, here the file is Insomnia Remix. I think it's because the beat, that was the instrumental. I think it was called Insomnia. I think it's like an older rap beat. I remember, I think I heard that, or is this the Biggie one? This might be a Biggie song. I think this is a Biggie song. Doesn't he have a song called that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so this might be the Biggie song then. Anyways, here's the song. I'll play it for you.
You don't grind. Yo, Niko, I'm really happy for you, and I'll let you finish. But it's all about Nas Media, all right?
So at the time, one more thing, I'll let you.
Taylor Swift.
Kanye had just did the Taylor Swift thing. Like this is very recent when this happened, when we recorded this.
Yeah.
So we made a joke about it at the start. That's the thing. We were having fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why I think it just was much better, because we were having fun doing it, right? So we were fucking around with each other at the start. So anyways,
that's what it's all about, though.
He purposely cut me off on that, and it was pretty funny. And that was, we didn't plan that. Like, he did that when I was
unexpected.
And then that's why, like, this is all improv, right? So it was pretty funny.
Yeah. That's cool, though, man. Fuck.
You don't grind. Yo, Niko, I'm really happy for you, and I'll let you finish. But it's all about Nas Media, all right? Nas fucking Media. Drop the beat. Yo, let's flow.
Yo, this motherfucker just Kanye'd me. What the hell? Yo.
Hey, I told you, I'm gonna let you finish.
Yo.
Engineers.
Yo. Yeah, I may be shady, but I sure ain't slim. I might have gained a few pounds, but my pockets ain't thin. I'm eating good, man. So my pockets stay fat, which brings more haters. So I stay what I got. Well, I don't, my boy does, and he knows where it's at. He stays strapped with the heat right up in his backpack. I can outline the whole life like I was using a stencil. I can end that same life just by using a pencil. Cause you gotta be mental to be stepping to me. Man, I've bought more people than a mortician has seen. The punchlines harder than a punch from Optimus Prime. More of a thug's life than Pac back in his time. You're starting to look shifty, so I knock you out quickly. Honda hands are doing $150. Dousing kicks stretching out like elastic. Fuck it, man, just call me Mr. Fantastic. With a go-go gadget with a goddamn ratchet flow. Oh, I keep that shit stashed in the patch under the floor of the 404. You'll be praying to the Lord when I'm done with you. I've killed men before, yeah, man, this part is true. People be talking crazy, but this shit ain't fucking easy. And I bet you like to be me with your song up on a CD. But y'all can't fucking see me, y'all just fucking blind. I just don't have the time, talk shit about you in my rhymes.
I was rocking pea coats while you wore old hats. So your new style to me is just a throwback. You diss me, I probably won't flow back. Like Hove and Drake, I guess I'm off that. But not off track, I'm ahead of the game. Got that old school flow ready to better my name. Do it 16-bit, do it better than you. Guess I just feel Sonic the Hedgehog shoes. Tails ain't here, so it's time to knuckle up. Get in my way, catch a Luigi uppercut. Yeah, I'm a nerd and I rap better than most. So what, I'm arrogant, I got a right to boast. Coast to coast, not yet, but maybe someday. Some way, get it together and do this for pay. Until then, it's session ciphers and freestyles. Keep your jaw on the floor and your eyes wide.
So after that verse, I was like, fuck you, man.
yeah, because his flow is obviously.
Yeah, he fucking came through with that one. So then I this is the second one now, the verse. I was just like, okay, that's enough of that.
It's like, simmer down. Simmer down.
Want me to name names? Are you insane? So I can give these stupid fucks a 5 seconds of fame? I bust off shots at ya just like hockey pucks. Cause I'm Canadian, eh? So I ain't giving a fuck. Yo, Nas, grab the whatchamacallit. Well, what do you call it? Well, there's many names for it. Pistol, gat, gun, tool, burner, piece, Stevie, deceased. Cause it's my money earner, bullet disperser, murderer is what they keep saying. I can't hear them as my Max spraying. Call it a ratchet when I attach a silencer. Know a bitch is talking shit and I will silence her. This dude stole my line. I said I'd manage her. He hating on me, cause I'm the manager. And I was trying to break it down, go much faster than he can. My flow drop bombs on these hoes, fucking looking like you ran. Is that your dude? Oh, he ran. So I guess it's just the two of us. Click, click, boom. Now you do. I could not stay true to us. So I leave you there in a pool of blood with this in mind. Nas collab with Neeks. You don't grind, you don't shine. Yeah. Well, you think that's it? You think that's the end? There's more to come. Still Fly was a joke. So we bust out the lyricism and the flow. You guys don't know, man.
See, Still Fly was.
Damn, man.
We had to correct that one. killed me on that song.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's
he
funny.
made it all flow.
He had a line there too where he said, "This dude stole my line." I said, "A manager," because I'm the manager or something like that. In the song before,
Yeah.
I didn't play his lines in the song before, but I gave him a line in the song before. He was like a manager somewhere at that time. So I gave him the line about I can manage her. I'm a manager or something like that. Something like along those lines.
And he called you out.
Right. So that's why I used the same kind of idea where I said silence and silence her or silence her or something like in this song. Right. It was funny because he always used to like, come from like truthful shit. And at that time I was like, oh, I'm going to just rap about a bunch of guns and stuff like that.
About whatever. Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to say some crazy shit like Eminem fucking first album styles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, like I wasn't speaking truthful things. So then the guy fucking, he was like, oh, you gotta come through and do all that gun shit, and then he fucking drops the second verse that's better than mine still, like with
it's
that
better still.
Nah, he was good, man. He was good. That's what I mean. I was just like, what the hell? So then after that, it was all like truthful songs. Like
it's all about truth. It's
all type stuff, So
yeah. Shit.
So, how's it going, everybody in the chat here? Thanks for fucking tuning in, everybody. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope your ears aren't bleeding. Hey,
oh, who's that?
What's going on?
Who is that?
JT.
Oh shit!
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
JT.
Not much, man.
Neighborhood watch.
I just woke up, man. I passed out.
Of course he did.
No.
Of course.
What have you guys been up to? How's it going on there? I haven't even seen anything.
You're lagging a bit. What's going on your internet?
Okay.
It's the 5G, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, hold up. He's gone.
Disconnected.
All right, here. While he's coming back there, we'll get into the next song.
Okay, now what's this one?
You tell me.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. What's going on? How you doing? Good. We're doing good. There's 3 songs in. We got a few viewers. We're I'm giving the little backstories to behind each
origin
song here. Yeah.
The origin story.
But still at the early days, fucking 14 years ago, 13 years ago at this point.
It's like one of those it's like one of those VH1s behind the music.
Yeah. That's why I said
you think you know. You think you know, but you have no idea.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't reached the part where my life just goes drugs.
The meltdown stages.
Hey, look who it is. So Jay,
oh no,
you remember this guy the other night, Killer Horties? We found out who it is, by the way. I did some research. It's this guy's buddy.
Right.
We met him before a few times. Well, I know I have a few times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it? Have I met? So I've met him somewhere else.
Huh? No, you've met him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've met him.
Is that the one
You
that
met
wants to
him
start the
once.
podcast?
What's that?
Did he want to start the podcast?
No, I mean,
Oh,
my brother wanted to do that, but no, this is another guy.
No, it's another guy.
yo, thanks for the name to the last episode, though, Spirit King. Even though JT said Horties, he really ran with it. That joke was hilarious. That last episode.
Yeah, it was, man.
We're just chilling with them hornies. Killer hornies.
There was good. Who is it? So fuck, man.
Alex,
Do I have to get?
Alex. His buddy Alex.
My buddy Alex. He was at the stag. He was at the stag.
Oh, okay. I
Exposed.
got you.
That's why we don't want to drive people away. But thanks for tuning in,
don't.
Alex. Thank you. Spirit King, Killer Hornies in the house.
Killer hornies.
Like Wu-Tang.
No.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Don't.
Okay. All right, Jay. So we're gonna play a next song here. So now this song is I did with I did a feature with another guy from that website I was telling you about.
Yeah.
The fat kid.
Well, who said the fat kid from the state? Who the hell said that?
That's the name of the next track, actually. The fat no.
fat kid from
this is the run. This is the run.
Wasn't that most of you guys?
Yeah. This is the Run This Town remix. Okay. This is me with a guy named Phenom and Six Saya. Phenom and Six Saya, who he went on to still be a producer. Like he does beats still. He does producer stuff. I still have an account on something online on Twitter, I think. And so he still does beats. So he still does this stuff. So that's kind of cool. This one, I'm not really too happy with it. My own stuff. Again, the guys that were doing it on here with the song with me were pretty experienced, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
But they allowed me to do the song with them. So I put in my again, I didn't like doing like beats for well-known songs. I didn't feel very creative in my approach to doing that kind of stuff. Like if it's too well known of a song, it's sometimes harder, I find.
Yeah, because you don't want to duplicate, right? Like you don't want it to be, And
in some cases, I actually copied like the approach by whoever did the song, right? And then it comes out really corny. I don't know. So Jay, you were always a big supporter of my music from back in the day. So thank you for that. I remember you always you played my jams.
Right, man. That's
all right.
It gets better.
Yeah, you make your way into the story of some of these songs as we go on. Yeah, and that's why I did it this way. I did it in order to show maybe some sort of progression of how good I got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can hear it. Like you can hear it how it sounds like it gets chronologically more pleasing.
Okay, so here it is. Run This Town remix. I'm just gonna probably skip to my part.
Is it?
We are so motherfucking hard, no pause, no flaws, breaking all the laws. East Phenom, you ain't on what we on.
So
I'm gonna pause this right now.
You can't stop it so quick.
So as you saw there was a noise there. Did you see that?
Yes.
So at that point, because I was doing songs with these, I wanted to start doing songs with the people on that website. My buddy Nas, who was just on those songs with me, was supposed to be on this song. He didn't like how it came out. He didn't want to do songs with other people. And in retrospect, he was right. I should have just kind of kept doing our thing, like having fun and doing our thing, right? But I was like, well, these guys, they've done lots of like songs that I see online. I'm like, I need to do songs with other people. So I was a little bit more like, I want to do this. And he kind of
wanted to branch out, kind of experiment.
So he was supposed to be on the song. I sent him the song last. He heard the people on the song, didn't want to put his verse on the song. So then in my fucking verse, I actually threw out his name and they had to fucking take it out of the verse.
What?
That's why you hear like
yeah, I'm like, okay, that extended horn.
Yeah.
We are so motherfucking hard, no pause, no flaws, breaking all the laws. East Phenom, you ain't on what we on. We be dropping mad bombs and we rip apart songs. To get your whack ass beat, if you ever fuck with Neeks, I'll smash your fucking teeth. Then I'll start to move my feet, start running the damn beat like I used to run the streets or run in those streets. While trying to avoid beefs, trying to make cash to support my gas and watch me fly past as I'm pounding on the gas in a slick new whip with a bitch on my dick. I'm so sick. How do I come up with this shit? It's JBTB's most known unknown white boy that raps and has the most awkward tone. Flow problems but still holds the fucking throne. Yo,
cheer. Want the throne? Come see your highness. Talk to him like Imus. I'm on an island. I am solely flying all by my.
I thought that was Jay-Z, bro.
Because I'm on top, dog. My
That's the other guy. That's the other.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there's that.
The remix.
All right.
Yeah, remix.
Next one. Not much to say on this one because again, it's in the same vein. This is the Forever remix. Of course, you know the popular Forever Lil Wayne. This song. The Phenom guy again is on this song, and there's another guy called Breeze. He was really good. These two did a lot of songs together, And again, I kind of was just nice to the people on the boards. This is one of the better guys in the forum. So he let me do little songs, like these remix things with him, like, but he wouldn't put me like on his tapes that he would do. Like he would do actual mixtapes and stuff like that. So I wasn't good for that, but he would throw my verse. I would send him stuff and he put it on songs, right? So
just merge it on, yeah.
So does the sound better now? Because I put up like a bass type thing on the amp.
Yeah, no, I can hear it. It's good, man. On my end, it was good.
The words are clear though.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody can't hear the words, let me know from the chat. Oh, here we go. This is the Forever remix now. Likewise, I didn't like again a popular song, and I really tried to steal the Drake flow on this one for this one.
Oh no.
So, yeah. All right, here we go. So some cheeseball lines in this one, in my opinion.
Cheeseball.
I'm not gonna make fun of my fucking music this whole way through, guys. I'm gonna call out things I feel because it's stuff I did. You know what I mean? Like I'm allowed to judge myself.
You don't have to justify it.
Judging myself. All right.
I used to have nothing at all.
Oh, sorry. Nazim actually did this song with me too. He did the chorus. Sorry. So we did this song and then we gave it to these guys and they put their verses on it. So we actually sang the chorus together on this, and he heard it and he actually liked it. And then I said, okay, you want to put your verse on it? So that's actually, I said the wrong story on that one. So I knew it was like a remix, like the last one. I figured it was the same thing. So
yeah,
here we go.
Oh, now it's like I hit the lottery, so I'ma do nothing but ball. I want this shit forever, man. Need a hot got haters, but that doesn't bother me. They really don't matter at all. I want this shit forever, man.
Maz only does remixes, he's so unoriginal. He can't even sing, why his voice, it motivates.
It doesn't bother me, they really don't.
That was my buddy. I'm just gonna put
it. You have to speed it up. Yeah.
Don't matter at all. I want this shit forever, man. Rap name's Neeks, real name's Niko. Yeah, I may be the one, but my name ain't Neo. I do this shit for real. I rap to get a deal, so I can walk up on the stage and hear the people squeal. Shit is gonna happen, so I'ma keep on rapping. I'm blowing the fuck up, I can already hear them clapping. Your lips flapping, and keep talking your shit on my way to the top. Don't worry. Fall off? Nah, not likely. Every song I make is a hit. I just do it Nike. You just started rapping and your career's already done. Pumping words all over your verse, just like you, Peter's son. I'm making moves while you moving like a fucking turtle. I sit on stacks of cash, they be calling me turtle. I'm chasing my money, I just be doing hurdles, and it keeps evolving like it was a fucking swirl. And these haters just keep talking.
Right.
Sidelines, I just roll up and watch the competition. Like Viagra. Just like the balls. Yeah, bitch, Niagara.
You shouted out Niagara, just like, okay.
I'd be flowing just like the falls. Yeah. Yeah, bitch, Niagara.
Hey, so you, quick question. I wanted to ask you before, but, I thought I'd save it for the chat here.
Yeah.
But, that picture you posted today.
Yes.
I think Drake copied it, man.
Or
did everybody from the East End do that?
I just mentioned that before you came on, that you commented on that today. I swear to you, that's before his fucking picture of that. I'm telling you, I'm not saying he copied me, of course, but it's just.
That was like 06, right?
I thought he was hiding the beard and mustache that he wasn't growing at the time. Like Jess's.
Sometimes the eyes is a harder fucking picture than like your whole thing. Drake does that now. He wears like these fucking masks on his newest shit.
Oh fuck! I had a mask on here somewhere.
Betty
Clava or something like that. Yeah.
I had a buddy that owed his sister a couple, some money, and was a decent amount of money, and I think it was like 10 grand or something. And he decided to play a prank, and he got it. No. He got money. He ordered the money, but he ordered it all in $5 bills.
Wow, 10 grand in fives.
We can have a great night at a strip club there too.
All right, on to the next song. Thanks for that.
10 grand in fives. Is that the name of the song?
Yeah.
So this one, Jay actually will probably remember this jam. I remember I think you liked this one quite a bit. But the problem with this one, something went wrong. Back then, I didn't know. So at this point, I bought a mic. Okay, at this point, I bought a mic. The last couple of songs, I had my own mic for all those remixes and all that. But I didn't know how to fucking work the programs. Now I actually know how to work the programs. Then I didn't fucking know what I was doing, really. So some of the songs I would record, and it'd be shit fucking quality, like sound, like low, or like something would happen in like the transfer of the audio. Like it was, anyway.
It would all get like jumbled.
Yeah, so this one's low. I'm going to try to bring it up a little bit if I can. Now I got this equipment here. But here, this is the Airplanes remix. Now this is the Airplane song.
Airplanes.
Yeah, the Bob, B-O-B, and M.
Yes, with the girl from Thing, right? Paramore, is that girl?
Yes, the singer on it.
Yeah, I remember the song.
So here, this is now where I'm getting into my deep bag. This is me, from the heart.
Oh no.
So again, I was a fan of Button back in the day. So this is what, talking about some real shit now, right?
Broken-hearted Niko. Oh shit.
No, not broken-hearted. Just like like life stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
No broken-heartedness. Nah, never hear me do
808s and heartbreak, bro.
There we go.
808s and heartbreak.
So this is Nazim and me again. He recorded this and then he sent it to me and I put a verse. So he I believe is how it went. He recorded his verse to this first. And I liked it and I was like, let me get on that song.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like
Growing up and down for a minute in the air.
I like shooting stars. I can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
Like yesterday, it was just a dream. But those days are gone. They just and it seems like yesterday, it was just a dream. But those days are gone.
Let's pretend like we didn't always have to pretend. But growing up, Neeks was a kid who always had lots of friends. His dad didn't leave his mom 3 mouths to be fed. Or that every story told always has a good end. Growing up, I was small, so I wore my clothes bigger. Always kept my pants baggy, so people would call me Wigger. And hit the scene as started. Here, let me take the bass down on this one. Let's see if that works better. See what I meant? The audio is fucked. The verse on this was good. You can't hear my voice, right? That's what I mean. Like, it's hard, right?
It sounds. It's just the bass.
Oh, I heard everything.
Those days are gone.
Alright, let's pretend like we didn't always have to pretend. But growing up, Neeks was a kid who always had lots of friends. His dad didn't leave his mom 3 mouths to be fed. Or that every story told always has a good end. Growing up, I was small, so I wore my clothes bigger. Always kept my pants baggy, so people would call me Wigger. And hit the scene, I started listening to rock and skateboards. I was done with all that. Went to high school and was introduced to weed. And liquor made it hard to succeed. With a smoking habit, and I was filled with greed. Started working full time to fulfill my need. There was a time about I was kicked out my mom's house, dropped out of school, and was sleeping on my friend's couch. Fuck's this about? I had to figure shit out. Like going the wrong way, had to plan a different route.
Too real, bro.
Too real. This is all
too real.
The fake persona I made up for myself. None of that shit happened.
I thought you sang. I thought you sang the chorus there before puberty, and then you came in after puberty.
No. Very funny. All right, so now we're gonna get into some controversy. Yeah. Oh, I had a few
controversy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna spit it out. I was waiting for it.
So this is the. So this is.
Here we go.
This was the subliminal. This was the subliminal diss song.
Uh-oh.
Oh, for who?
So I'll let you be the judge of who it is that I'm talking about here.
Oh no.
All right. So this is
okay.
So yeah, listen to the words. This is Not Afraid. Now this is the Eminem one. Again, remixing a lot of songs at this point. Now I wrote this.
What Eminem?
Yeah, well, I wrote it. He stole it from me. So no, I wrote my verse on this song, and this time Nazim heard it. I sent it to him, and he liked it a lot. And he again, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna play the whole song. I'm gonna play his.
Give me a beat.
What year was that again? What year was this?
Not Afraid. So this song again, this is like in the same couple year period. This is probably like 2000 I don't know, 2011, 2012. When was Not Afraid? When did that come out? Hold on.
Yeah, around that time.
All right, I don't remember.
I'm gonna do a little Google search.
Googler. The Googleizer.
I'm on my phone right now. It's hard to tell.
2010 it says. So yeah, even so this is probably within that first year, 2010, 2011 probably. No, it had to be the same time. So 2010. Yeah. So because that freestyle I played you at the start was 2007. So yeah, a couple years later I started recording. Yeah, so 2010. This is probably 2010.
That song is 10 years old?
Yeah. We're old.
Holy Christ.
Okay, so this one he liked a lot what I did on it, and he came and he actually wrote a verse in the same kind of like idea that I had on this song, and he complimented it really fucking well and killed his verse as well. So I'm actually gonna play that as well. For you. Here's the whole song.
All right.
Sometimes you just gotta get some shit off in your chest that's been bugging you.
And I'm yelling on this song, by the way. This is like a yelling rap right here. This is the Eminem mad angry rap fucking right here. Okay, here we go.
Fuck.
Gets up inside your head and just bottle up inside and keeps fucking with you. Just gotta let it out somehow, or else you feel like you're just gonna fucking snap or something. Yo. First off, I don't get admired for this shit. Some people have even made fun of me and shit. It's getting to the point and I'm thinking I'm just gonna quit. Put the fucking mic down, there's no point to even spit or rhyme or write down these stupid fucking lyrics when there's only a few people that are ever gonna hear them. It doesn't make me feel proud and I shouldn't be allowed at this point in my life to even be trying this shit out. You wanna rap? What the fuck is that? That shit is whack. You think you am, man? You think you're fucking black? I just enjoy making songs, man, and that's a fact. I just wish all these haters would just get off of my damn back. Working like a slave every week, I'm starting to feel weak, I'm beat. But when I get up on the mic and speak, I feel alive, so I thrive to keep this shit moving, slowly improving while I'm recording some new music. We all got things we would like to do, things to pursue to make our dreams come true. So if you really love something, then I will support you, and I'll put you down. That's not what a real friend would do. So I remind myself never to doubt myself again. Words can hurt sometimes, even if they come from your friends. I'm wiping the slate clean, building back my self-esteem, because I ain't doing this shit for you guys, I'm doing this shit for me.
It's really and truly, it's for anyone who's ever been hated on. You heard the first verse, now listen to the second. Why am I doing this? Should I stop or persevere? Sweat it out till I make it to the top. I'm not afraid to rhyme or speak my mind. Never been afraid of dying or crying at any time. Any line I feed you, I mean what I say. So when you say already, I'm real. Remember, I ain't doing this for pay. So I don't have to conform, reform, or rethink the things I say. You should follow suit. Just be rude, follow me, I'll pave the way. Your steps might or might not be the same. Go out and make your name. Play the game, stake the play, make hearts bleed and take the blame. Get your fame, remain humble, but don't say the same. Hold back, but don't finger while I don't be untamed. Control emotion, cause commotion, but remain unswayed. Even if you get played, don't be ashamed. Persuade those around you that loyalty will be repaid, okay? Sing it with me now. I'm not afraid.
Yeah, he killed that verse too, man.
He did. Holy shit.
But I was really proud of that song. Like I liked what I said on that song. And that time, at that point in time, you could tell I was very angry because I wasn't.
I wonder who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, he had heavy wordplay there.
It was about Peter mostly at that point. He knows it's about him. It's funny though, because I think, was it you that played it for him, Jay? It was one of these things where someone played it for him. And at that time, I don't think I kind of said that I had that song, like, or I didn't tell him it was basically about him, because at the time there was too much joking going on. It wasn't that he wasn't supporting. Yeah. It was too much joking going on. There was too much joking going on at that. Hopefully not in a bad way, Rob. Sorry. Again, 2010. I've grown.
Hey, you should play this at family
10 years
gathering.
ago.
Well, he said, yeah, now I have something to talk about at family dinner. That's what he joked about earlier. It was
weird
cool
weddings and stuff. He starts busting up ego jams.
Yeah, so my best
no.
I felt wasn't being supportive. There was too much joking going on about my new hobby, my new kind of something I was trying out. I felt at the time. So I think that when things like that happen, it helps. Like I bust out something, write it really quickly though. And as you'll know, like later on when we get into kind of the disses against friends of mine and stuff like that, that's because I have a lot to pull from. I'm able to kind of, you know what I mean? Like actually think of things a little easier and kind of formulate my ideas than making up shit. Right?
Yeah.
So I find that
have more of the ammo to kind of
like
paint a bigger picture.
Eminem said the fuel for the fire. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So next up we got okay. So at this point in time, so that was that era. At this point in time, I didn't make any other songs with Nazim moving forward, my buddy Nazim. At that, I think we were still chatting at that time, but we just weren't kind of doing songs anymore. So I started doing songs with more people on the forums. So the next block of songs are all with random people I met online that we talked about doing songs together. Okay, so this next song I did with a guy from the South who was kind of like a Lil Wayne kind of rhyming type guy. And
no.
And I totally changed my style for this one. This was like the first time I actually did a different type of like flow kind of in a song. I tried something out differently. Now in this one, again, didn't know what I was doing with the recording equipment. I recorded on like one side of the fucking earphone or something like that. Like, so when you play the song, I didn't record, like something happened.
It didn't format well.
Yeah.
It didn't format well.
Like on the left or right, I panned it wrong. You know, like you pan audio. I fucking only had it on one side. So now I know that. At the time though, I'm like, I don't know what happened. So the guy put the song out. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with your audio, bro. I was really happy with this verse. It was just funny, I felt, because this guy was rhyming like the South guy. And he sent me his verse, and that was it. Like, he was going to be done with the song. He listened to my verse. He got really fucking like, what the fuck? Like, this guy killed me with his verse. And then he went and recorded another verse after mine.
Oh, that's not fair. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's a cheap shot. That's people in rap. They've done that. Like historically, that's been a move where people try to outdo one another. So you don't ever want to be you want to be the last person to get a song if you're doing a song with 3 or 4 people. Like, you know, these posse songs that they did. Like,
what a suck.
You want to be with the last person because you want to see like what you have to deal with, right? People that like put something to record first, they're very brave because they can record whatever they want and be like, okay, beat that. You know what I mean? Like they'll actually throw it out there. Right, but if you have the song last, it kind of gives you a new position, right?
Yeah.
So
fuck.
Yeah. And you know, obviously, Peter and me are still like best friends. And that about the other thing, I forgot I didn't wrap that up with the other song. No hard feelings. It was just a funny time, right? Like at the time, it was just something I kind of did, and he was mad for a little while.
You guys hate each other now, man.
He was mad for a little while after that song, though, and he found out that was about. He was pretty upset about it for a while. Okay, so here's "Let the Haters Hate" featuring me. The guy's rap name was Cheesy.
Cheesy? Let's hear if he's cheesy.
You gotta take it. You gotta take it. They not mad at us. We think they hate us. They don't hate us. They hate good shit. They used to want good shit, hope for good shit. Then good shit didn't happen to them, and now these motherfuckers hate good shit. They don't hate us.
Yeah. Who this is, man? It's the boy Cheesy. I tell you this right here, you ain't never heard this sound.
Okay, so that's him. I'm gonna forward to my part. You got to hear what he says after. I'm going to play his verse after mine, though, because he took what I said and like tried to like outdo me. So you got to see this. All right, watch.
I'm like an athlete. I'll let you haters say, if you know you can't see me, go so happily. Yeah, I'm in my zone now, born on like an athlete. I'll let you haters say, I'ma just do my thing. I'll let you haters say, I'ma just do my thing.
Uptown boy with so much paper. Don't be mad, you ain't nothing but a hater. Live in a ghetto, but move somewhere safer. Still, I never leave the house without my damn sprayer. Don't see me now, then you won't see me later. Papers, I'm a sweet inhaler. Fooled around with chicks, now they calling me a player. Cussing bitches out like a fucking drunk sailor. You know you can't see Neeks flowing so easily on the track with my boy Cheesy. Can't see us like Stevie. You need some glasses for your new 3D TV. These dudes are balling wrong. Somebody call a referee. My life is the shit, man. Yep, I love it. I roll the weed up after I crush it. I'm cruising in my whip. I start flying. A bitch sucking my dick while I'm driving.
You know you can't see me flowing so happily. Yeah, I'm in my zone now. Ballin' like an athlete. I let you haters hate, and I'ma do my thing. I let you haters hate, I'ma just do my thing. I let you haters hate, I'ma just do my thing. I'm with my boy Neeks, still coming with the heat. Girls who straight veggies, they wanna taste my meat. I'm so undeniable, often people reliable. I put my heart in my words, just like a choir do. Haters don't you pay me. Yeah, that's my motto. I never be lazy. Kobe Bryant on you boys. Yeah,
wait for this line.
Get the new dick riders. Call you boys cats. See them right past you. Keep my family close to me, but even some of those motherfuckers be phony. Neeks got a bad bitch and I got bad bitches. Neeks got good lines and I got great verses. Put us both together and you niggas gonna be in a hearse giving you an offering. But we ain't in churches. Got my fried chicken Kool-Aid on my nigga shit. Me and Neeks on a song. Yeah, this shit gonna be a hit. You know you.
See how he had to say, I got a bad bitch, but I got bad bitches. He's got a good verse, but no, what did he say? Got good lines and I got good verses. Like he was just like,
yeah, he had
to get the final word on that one, that guy, right? He was just like, he liked how I ended that shit with the Stevie and the fucking 3D TV and fucking call a referee, all that shit. I like the little wordplay I did there at the end of that one.
I mean, like like the first verse, he sounded like he was falling asleep.
It's your boy, Cheesy.
Sounds like I talk.
He was a nice dude, though. He's from the South, that guy. So you had Jeezy, Yeezy, Weezy, and Cheesy. That's why his name.
Yeah, just two.
No, he was a jokester. He didn't take it serious. That guy was just funny.
Not at all. Okay. Not at all.
Okay, so now around this time, I came out with this one. This came out. I kind of recorded it around the time of that Not Afraid remix as well, actually. Actually, JT, the idea where we came up with late night chat when we went to Mel's wedding that time, and we had all those late night chats. This song I recorded right before we came out there. I recorded this song. I remember Jay had it on his phone actually at the time. Now this is just like a quick little thing I kind of wrote. It's okay. It's called Old School Shit. It's to like another like old beat that I use. All right. So this is mostly like these are like little few. I literally just grabbed like 5 or 6 different lines that I had written down, random ones, and just threw it together like a freestyle kind of thing. So here it is.
Yeah.
Yo. I always never really know what to say at the start of these songs. Old school beat. I'm feeling it. All right, let's do this. Yo. I roll up to the spot like a roll up to win. Swing on the doors on the whip and tell a bitch to get in. Cause I'm in it to win, and I ain't about to lose. You have no idea what it's like to walk in my shoes. This shit ain't my career, man. I just rap for a hobby. If you ain't first, you last in this game. Ricky Bobby, hating on my songs, go ahead, try to stop me. I'm throwing lyrical punches, man, just call me Rocky. Walk around, strap, my pockets all fat. Talking smack, can't understand like bull rat. Neeks already got the sickest rhymes up in the system. If you didn't want to hear them, then you probably shouldn't diss them. Who the fuck do you think that you're fucking dissing? Deep down in the ground in your mouth and pissing. People get hurt over rap. You're just a kid, so give me your lunch money. I wake up in the morning with money on my mind. Gotta pay the bills, so I stay on the grind. All I ever do is go to work and grind, but ain't nobody ever gonna stop my shine. Remember when I didn't even have a dime? Now there ain't no limit how far I can climb. Money's on the rise, you can see it in my eyes. Ain't no one ever gonna stop my shine. I'm the craziest rhymer, come out to bribe a 2-time and whip your ass off and then punch out Justin Bieber. Where's the beaver? Fuck it, man. Here, to take this. Cut his fucking head up with a cleaver. I shoot Neeks with the fucking leak. Go ask your boys, man. They don't want it with Neeks either. Forget all those punchlines. I'll punch you out one time. Leave you looking stupid like Exhibit in the lunch line. It's an 8 Mile, but I'll kick a freestyle that will exile your life so it seems worthwhile. I'll disperse a verse first and snatch a bitch's purse. Slice her throat till it's first, so pull up the fucking hearse. Wake up in the morning with money on my mind. Gotta pay the bills, so I stay on the grind. All I ever do is go to work and rhyme. There ain't nobody ever gonna stop my shine. I remember when I didn't even have a dime. Now there ain't no limit how far I can climb. Money's on the rise, you can see it in my eyes. Ain't no one ever gonna stop my shine. That's it. No boundaries. Coming through.
Yeah, that's when we had to come up with the discussion when they were making a baby in the fucking hotel room I had to share with them.
What?
Yeah, the picture that showed up. No. There he is.
Oh no!
So that with that song, I kind of did a couple of new things. Actually, I kind of wrote my first like chorus that I did myself. I tried to at least, and
you had a trumpet in there.
That was.
Well, he switched it up. He went from like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air to fucking, you know what I mean? The flow just went from like.
I was like to say the flow actually wasn't bad.
SoCal, bro.
But it was like fucking
SoCal.
Hardcore shit I was talking about in there, like cutting people's heads off and stabbing them.
Yeah, you were fucking murderous in that song, bro.
I think I was listening to a lot of Necro at that time. He's like a death rapper.
Okay.
I think that's why, because my buddy showed me this rapper at that time that he was a white guy. His name was Necro, but like a death rapper guy. Like he would say like crazy fucking fucked up shit. Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to wait. We're not at that point in my career retrospective yet. I'm sorry.
Daddy's trash.
All right, so next up,
it's funny to have her picture there.
I know. So next up, we got this one. This was the first time.
He's laughing his ass off. I don't know why.
Well, I've been fucking high all day. I've been eating gummies and fucking.
Oh, that's why. That's
this next song, this is again one of my favorite songs, like verses I ever did. This is like again from the forums. They said, hey guys, like let's do like 5, 6 people, everybody just jump on one beat, and I'm gonna take all the verses that people send me. I'm gonna put it all together.
Holy shit! Like a We Are the World.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
I'm out of here, boo.
He's gonna be listening in the background. Don't you worry.
Yeah. So.
Or sorry, she.
Yeah, like We Are the World. That's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So anyway, so yeah, it was one of those things that was interesting because I just did my verse to the beat. Everybody did the same verse to the beat, and the person put it together in like what he thought was the weakest to the strongest. And my verse came. It was the second last verse on the song, so I was pretty happy about it, right? In this weird random person's opinion, anyways, right? So, all right, so here we go. It's this beat.
The miniature and these countless rappers all lack my style. So when I crack a smile, they're a far cry from safe, like an abandoned child.
This is the guy before me.
Distinguished in this game as a genius, zero lame whose flame gets extinguished when 16 is relinquished. Needless to say, my aim is to survive the gauntlet when your streak is colder than the ice on the comet. Who on it? Honest to God, am I God in conflict? The epiphany of sickening when penciling and when After Beats massacred, it's disaster for amateur challengers, and I emerge from the wreckage unblemished. Hope that you get the message. I'm destined, no question.
Bitch, I'm back. I took a little break. I almost went and quit. It would have been a mistake. I need food on my plate. I'm getting really hungry. I'm putting in some work, man. I need that fucking money. Some say they're no longer down with rap. Don't like the state of the game or where the fuck it's at. I tell people who's dope, but they never want to listen. So quit bitching about the fucking rap tradition. I'm taking the game back. I don't care what it costs. Eat your food and talk shit just like Randy Moss. Took a pic of my dick. Took like Brett Foss. She texted me back asking if it's really that large. So I threw the dick hard, then spit off in a sick car, then jumped in the booth and spat 16 bars. Yo, Neeks, why do you rap this way? Because these kids, they got no respect these days. Tear a hole in
There you go. I like that one.
That was good, man. I mean, that guy before you sounded like somebody, and I can't like.
So
I was trying to put it like I know, like
together.
A real rapper.
So that guy before me liked what I did on that song. That he was coming out with a mixtape, so he then asked me to be on his mixtape. So that's the next song I'm gonna play now. So this was the first time I was asked to be on like someone's like thing that he put out like a project. And so I was, I know it was like no one, and it was just on the internet and stuff, but it was just cool because like you could see my name in like the track listing and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, hey, look, like there's
shit.
So yeah, so here we go. This is this song's called Classics. Now I don't know if my flow I didn't love on this one, but I liked what I wrote a lot. I really liked this verse a lot. So here it's called Classics. I'll play like the little bit before me that leads into my verse.
Yeah.
The confusion is all together. Little does she know, in the stormiest of weather, to me she can go. Till then, I load my drone.
This is a guy named King. Also, sorry about that.
Light my orange and blue pipe, ignite my idea to write. Just maybe, but lately, writer's block been driving me crazy. Though I'm writing this, I'm quite frankly not so sure.
Is this better or this?
No jobs.
You know what I think?
Oh, the irony.
The low quality, so I shouldn't put the bass up.
You know what I think it is? I think JT has his window down, so the sound from his phone is picking up all the whatever excess sounds around him.
Quit fucking it up, Jay. Hold on, is this better?
I get just this away in the base
or this.
Basement's where I stay in front of a computer, feeling like a loser.
Huh?
Second one.
Okay. No, that's not me, Rob. No, that's the guy that was rapping
Easy
song with. It kind of does sound like that, his voice though.
yeah, like the way he sounds, it's like this guy, like he sounds familiar.
Every opportunity I get, just piss away in the basement's where I stay in front of a computer, feeling like a loser.
Not me.
Yo, King. Usually I don't even say anything before I start to rap, but I just want to say thanks for letting me on your mixtape, man.
Every song.
Let's make a classic. I never wanted to be famous, wanted to make a name, but now remain nameless, tripping without a lane. These other rappers are brainless, trying to change the game. They call it entertainment, I've yet to be entertained. Feel the mental strain on my brain, gotta maintain the game is in me like heroin up in my veins. I'm not about making smash hits, fuck that shit. All my life I've just wanted to make classics. Like when a CD dropped and I was dying to blast it. Used to run home so excited and just rip off the plastic and listen to that shit for days. Any problems that I had would just drift away. The music was like therapy, it took care of me, helped me through the problems that I had with my family. So now I'm sitting here with my pen in my pad, thinking myself, how's my life gotten so bad? As I'm working at my 9 to 5 just to survive, as I'm writing lines for these rhymes in my spare time. No money, no plans, no sign of the future. Sitting around, listening to songs on my computer, waiting for my big break, but how long does that take? While the game's making mistakes, sending in these fucking fakes. You ask me if I'm great, cause me and Drake are from the same place. I'll turn around and I'll spit right in your face. And I'll reply, no, I'm from Scarborough, a place in Toronto where most people won't go. Cause the streets are always grimy and gritty, while he from the richest hood in the whole fucking city. You now listen to King and Neeks. This ain't just a classic, it's a fucking masterpiece. I throw up 2 fingers, yell peace, then turn back around and walk into the streets.
There he goes.
I like how I ended that song. I like the
way. Yeah, no, it sounded pretty good. The way how you tied it all in.
Yeah.
Even you agree that nobody likes going out there to like Scarborough.
It's funny because I'm not actually from Scarborough, but I'm just like, I gotta throw out a hard city here in Toronto, right? And it's funny that from the
hard city.
Well, back then it was kind of Scarborough. No one wants to go to Scarborough, right? It was kind of like no. So
it was all steak.
I thought it was like the boonies of Toronto. Remember we talked about that?
It's funny how on the first song I'm like throwing out Drake lines and praising him. On this one, I said and this one I said this is a little while after. I said if you say that me and Drake are from the same place, I'll turn around and I'll spit right in your face.
Yeah, it's like what.
And this one I was just like, because at this point he was kind of like he was kind of getting like, you know, he was known as the best I ever had guy and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I don't want to fucking to be like that guy at this point, right?
I don't want to be,
So. Yeah, maybe you should have went that way.
So now this song here,
should have kept bringing it, man. I told you, bro. You should have kept bringing the fire.
So now this song, this is where they're I think maybe it caused a rift. I don't know. This song is a song that I sent to Nazim that he did not record to. He didn't want to record to this. He didn't like my verse, I guess. This is J. Cole's Who Dat. I took that beat. Big fan of J. Cole. I took that beat. I did like a little rhyme on it. I even had lines about him on the song, and then he just did not record a verse.
He's like, no.
Yeah, well, he did it a couple times. I'm telling you, there's a history there. But I got where he was coming from the last time. This time, I was like, oh, he must have just thought this was trash.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Crazy.
Who that? Hey.
Chase the money.
Hey. Who that? Neeks and Naz on the track, back to back, talking smack with fist cocked back. Grab your ice packs, this game, fucking contact these other dudes who wax, wrap it up. You should not rap. Who that? I say that shit again. Me and Naz, we roll together just like the M&M's, N&N, spitting rhymes like Eminem. You just feminine, you singing on your song just like Boyz II Men. Go against me, and you will never win. You go to war with the sword, or go to war with the pen. The game is in me like heroin, up in my veins. I start these dope rhymes like a fucking line of cocaine. All these dope rhymes stash away up in my brain. I'm ODing on rap, it's getting hard to maintain. Don't worry about my name, cause I'm fucking insane in the membrane. And bitch, I got that flame. Who that?
He's insane in the membrane.
Kind of trash.
That was great, bro.
And then this one, this is an exclusive. I don't think, okay, so when I was going through my files, there's some shit I don't think I ever played for anybody that I was like, even I was like, this is trash. So this is political stance Neeks. This one. This is Neeks.
Oh no.
There's some gems in there I haven't heard.
You can't do that. Oh no.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard these songs.
So this is like some anti-war political stance song. I think. I haven't heard the song forever. I don't think I've heard the song. This is that. Was it a song by Lupe? I think it was a Lupe Fiasco song. Words I Never Said. I think that was like he was getting in this political bag for that one. So here we go. This is I renamed it Words I Wish I Said because it's very clever. All right, here we go.
It's so loud inside my head with words that I should have said as I drown in my regrets. I can't take back.
You have such a beautiful voice, Niko.
I don't don't give a shit about politics or even the war. I care more about what's going on outside my front door. But I appreciate the soldiers that go on these tours and sacrifice their lives so they can improve yours. I get it, but I wish I could just fucking forget it. The world is cold and reckless, and you expect me to respect this? Well, I can't, because governments make mistakes. I can't stand by and agree with every move we fucking make. And don't tell me that I don't have any pride. This is just how I really feel inside. I don't enjoy feeling our lives or when all these people die. And I'm glad there's brave enough people to look out for you and I. But where the fuck do we draw the line? The world's fucking up right in front of our eyes. Every day I turn on the news and it's always bad news. I want to help out, but what I do? I'm only one person and this world is really hurting and needed some help. But I just keep to myself, and I keep writing these rhymes while surviving the times as I'm trying to fight these demons buried deep in my mind.
There you go, Political Neeks.
Wow, Political Neeks. You should play that song now, bro.
It's like the same. This is how many years ago? And I'm like, I was listening to the lines there. I was like, it's still like that.
It's still the same. My story hasn't changed.
All right. Okay, so then we're entering now the second almost the final phase of songs here.
Uh-oh.
This is now again, no one's really heard a lot of these either. So this is when I actually said, okay, enough fucking around. So after that, I didn't make songs for a long time. And then at the time, my buddy was making beats. I had a buddy who was like a producer, Dylan. He still makes beats to this day. He's actually really fucking good. He actually kept with it, so good for him. Shouts out to him. Me and Jay would like to have him actually on the show at some point. But so all these beats now you're gonna hear are beats that he made, and my buddy was rapping at the time. He was doing like King of the Dot, like actual battles, like in Toronto and stuff like that. And he had never really actually recorded like rap songs though. So I was like, okay, why don't we all get together because these are good friends of mine and let's do a project together. Bad idea because that didn't fucking work. Like the three of us working together, we just didn't get much work done when we actually got together. Still, right?
Clash.
Guy's like hitting fucking shit in his car. What the hell's going on?
I'm running over dead people.
Yeah, he's like running
we
people
didn't
over.
clash,
What the fuck
but
are you doing?
so I wrote a bunch of songs. I was gonna name it was my mixtape idea. It was called No Boundaries. I even shouted it out on a couple of songs ago. It's supposed to be called No Boundaries. I was gonna come out with my own project. I wrote all these songs, and then he made the beats. And then I said last minute, I was like, my buddy, you should come do this tape with me because Nazim and me weren't really doing songs anymore at that time. I was hoping for like a similar thing. Didn't work out that way. Me and him didn't gel like me and my other buddy did. So we never got anything done. So these next three songs are verses from songs on my buddy's beats that I wrote like before I even any of them together. So that's the next one. And then you get what everybody's been waiting for, the disses. The disses are after that of my buddies. All right. This is the intro. This is supposed to be the intro to the tape. This is called No Boundaries because the tape was called No Boundaries. And at the time, Lil Wayne had a tape out called No Ceilings. So I was basically just taking that concept.
That copyright.
Once again, DJ Daz, my buddy Dylan, if that's still his name for what he does. That's what we used to call it. All right,
Let's take a walk through my life, but where do I start? Back when times were good or when they got hard. I've worked my way through stormy weather to keep my life together. But even when things were good, I always felt they could be better. Never grew up poor or lived in the hood. But that doesn't mean that my life was very good. I've been misunderstood from the start. Never knew what love was cause I had none in my heart. Rubber eyed, then you'd understand. You would learn what it takes to become a better man. So follow my lead and what I've seen. There's no stopping me, I've got no boundaries. No matter how much money I got, I'll stay grinding. No matter how many haters I got, I'll stay climbing. I'm on the mountaintop already. while you still climbing. I'll be chilling high up in the sky just like a star shining. There's no obstacles that I can't get around. I can leap tall buildings in a single bound. I'm the best motherfucker now, hand me the crown. I'ma keep moving up and I ain't never looking down.
Going down.
All right, that's No Boundaries, the intro. That was supposed to be the intro. Okay, so
Nice, bro.
thank you. Yeah, again, this is like kind of real. Like I'm still making songs like about like my life and stuff, or feelings. And then this next one's called Reminiscing. This one I felt was a pretty real track because I was doing the song with two of my friends at the time. But in high school, our group of friends was bigger, and as you get older, you lose touch with people.
You get smaller,
right?
Yeah.
And we were experiencing that for the. We were experiencing that for the first time at the point when I wrote this song. So it's called Reminiscing because it's kind of about thinking of the good times and like, the flow is really, yeah, I went through a period that was rougher, as some people do when they're young, but
the emo phase, bro.
Yeah,
the emo phase.
Pretty much at that time, there was a phase of that for sure, coming
up
and all that, right? Anyways, this is Reminiscing though. And this is the flow is really off, I feel, on this one. I couldn't get it right, but I feel like if you listen to like what I wrote, I liked it. I still like it a lot. Anyways, here we go. And it's about that. That's why I wanted to explain. It's about that time of your life where you get older and your circle gets smaller, right? So there we go.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we would chill with a group of 12. These days, I'm sitting here all by myself, reminiscing about all the times I've been missing. How since then, some of my friends have gone missing. All the laughs we had and the shit we used to get in. So many stories I wouldn't know where to begin. So how come things just fell apart? What's destined this way right from the start? We were all alike. You couldn't tell us apart. People tried to break us, but couldn't tear us apart. Told us when we grew up that this would happen. We just sat back with a joint as we continued our laughing, saying trust that won't ever happen to us. But as grew older, we abandoned that trust. Chugging down beers as the days became years. Till our own futures became our biggest fears. People change and move on. Some just don't get along. Till all we have left is this special song. So next time you hear my voice in a rhyme, think of all the good times that we had in your mind.
Another day, another dollar. Guess I was destined to be a baller because I'm shining like the stars. So
that's my buddy.
Oh, I thought someone jumped into the chat and just started talking.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I didn't think you were off there a little bit. I just.
That made me feel, man. Shit.
Okay, so one more to go, and then we're on to the disses.
Here we go.
This one is this was my attempt at like a
song. Sorry, bro. Hanger. See, there we go.
I'm fucking asshole.
My buddy Dave was on there. Yeah, good. So yeah, so this is this next one was our attempt at like a concept track, like a story track, like something like a
diss tracks are better. I can't wait for these diss tracks.
Yeah, because there's a huge gap between these diss tracks and like and these ones, and they're just fun because they're poking fun. All right, so here we go. So this is called The Murder. This is the story track.
Why are they all about death, bro? Shit.
But they're slowly leading up to how he's gonna murder it on the tracks.
Yeah. This beat is sick.
Slaughter.
I like this. Shout out to fucking DJ D's nuts, DJ Daz. This beat's sick.
Coffee came out of my nose.
Went down on the other side of town. Was found and nobody was around. Shell cases on the floor, struck a wound in a whore. She said have her pretty face, but she don't got one no more. Now she's deceased, wrapped up in a sheet, found dead on the street, getting shot by police. Taken to the lab, later on the metal slab, wrapped up in a bag. toe tag. What was the bitch's name? Who the fuck was to blame? What did they have to gain to take her out of the game? Why did she get wet up? I think it was a setup. Somebody was fed up, took her out to get the bread up. Living in the city, this type of shit happens. Some dudes get to clapping, some dudes stick to rapping. We've been through it all, man, to hell and back. We strived it all just so we could record this track.
It was a Friday night, I was high as a kite. Bumped into this chick who wanted to suck my dick.
Yeah, shout out to Red Out on that one too.
Red Out.
Okay, so now we're.
I'm sorry, I was laughing because right before you started to rap, JT's like, "Oh, fucking coffee came out of my nose," and then you started to rap.
Yeah, I should have put a drop on that one.
Oh, dude, I couldn't. Oh, shit.
All right, so. All right, so Peter, if you're still out in the chat there, this is when it comes to the diss portion of the night. So I don't know when that song was made. That was probably in the mid 2000s. Those last 3 songs when I actually made an attempt, and I couldn't get it going. I was defeated. I kind of put the mic down for the second time. I was like, I'm done. And I was at a certain age where I'm less like, fuck it at this point. And then years later, when Peter turned 30, when we went to Niagara,
okay,
I was like, we were maybe talking about when I did songs or stuff, maybe around that time. I don't know how I thought of it, but I was like, oh, you know what? It'll be fun if I record like a little thing just to diss Peter and play it with everybody there, just like the boys and stuff, just as a joke, like kind of like we're at his birthday. So, I wrote something out. And that's how the song P is for Pussy came together. And
P is for pussy.
But the genius behind it was I didn't really know what I didn't really want to diss Peter. So about like halfway through the song, it's not that I didn't want to diss him. I was just like, you know what? I don't really have much to say. And then halfway through the song, around that time in the group chat, him and Jesse were kind of getting at me. There was a lot of ball busting going on. So I was like, oh, I'm going to pull a fucking move here. Halfway through the song, I'm going to start dissing Jesse unsuspectedly. So then when I played the song, you were there, bro. When I played the song, he was jamming, he's getting into it. All of a sudden, I start saying things about him. He's like, "What the fuck?" Right? Like it came out of nowhere.
Was I there for that? I don't remember.
Were you not there for that? Were you not there for that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Christina was there, but I don't think she was there with anybody or anything. So
I think I was there, but I don't remember the song.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, you'll remember it. Don't worry.
You might not. There it is. P is for pussy. So, but like I said, half the song I'm dissing Peter because it's his birthday, just as a joke, and then I switched it on. Oh, my bad.
I probably wasn't.
I forget those two
together that time. I don't know. Maybe wasn't invited because he didn't like him.
Probably. I don't know. Probably.
That's coming. That's coming. Don't worry. Ask Coach Anthem's coming. We all know what everyone's here.
Ask Coach Anthem.
And there's a special guest, and hopefully will join us later to talk about his diss response to me. The only person man enough to record the diss back to me.
Right? Oh no!
Oh, shots fired, Peter. Okay, here we go. P is for pussy.
Oh, shots fired, Peter.
I dissed you on a song over 8 years ago, but you were still crying about it just a week ago. Like, how can he go and diss his best friend? It's okay, we ain't friends, you ain't gotta pretend. So now that you got me rapping again, don't ever let me catch you rapping again. Turning lights off, then turning them back on. I punch your lights out when I put my mask on. He thought that I forgot how to rap. No response like when his wife's giving him crap. I ain't going to bother to draw rule your daughter. Set a name on the track, I'll just diss her father. Seriously, brah, what's wrong with ya? You moved from Toronto to Oshawa. In the group chat, got a perf stash as dirt as a cockroach. How many of your kids do we still not know about? How many Okay, we gotta bring that back. I'm sorry, that's fire. We gotta bring that back.
Yeah, replay that verse.
Right.
Replay that verse. Replay
I wish
that
I had
verse.
some gunshot fucking. Hold on.
No, straight up.
Pow, pow, pow.
That's a bang.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
He's complimenting his own track.
Yo, this is Spider. I don't care. And the beat is Checkmate. A beat that Jadakiss used. Well, it's an animal. It's I'm an Animal by 50 Cent originally, but then Jadakiss, when he was beefing 50 Cent, he took this beat and fucking utterly destroyed him with this. I love this beat. So here we go.
That's a banger.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong one.
Of course.
Coughing, I know. Here we go.
That's awesome. Peter's even calling his own diss track against him a banger.
I know.
I dissed you on a song over 8 years ago, but you were still crying about it just a week ago. Like, how can he go and diss his best friend? It's okay, we ain't friends, you ain't gotta pretend. So now that you got me rapping again, don't ever let me catch you rapping again. Turning lights off, then turning them back on. I'll punch your lights out when I put my mask on. He thought that I forgot how to rap. No response like when his wife's giving him crap. I ain't going to bother to draw rule your daughter. Say a name on the track, I'll just diss her father. Seriously, bro, what's wrong with ya? You moved from Toronto to Oshawa. In the group chat, talking shit with ass coach who's got a perv stash as dirt as a cop. How many of your kids do we still not know about? How many Mexicans are you hiding up in your house? Don't make me go reporting. Next time you'll keep my name out your mouth. He's still trying to get down with the familia, but he's too busy buying sports memorabilia. Your pool hockey team is we the best, but you the worst. You in last, I'm in first. I guess there ain't shit left to say except you both get MP. Happy birthday. I said happy birthday. I said happy birthday. Honestly, don't ever fucking talk shit about me again, or I'm gonna make another fucking diss and diss my best friend.
Yeah, he's totally straight up, man.
Holy crap.
Well, at this point, I was like reinvigorated because I had a lot of fun doing that. I pulled from obviously, you know, there's the Mexican lines and the P line about the saying your daughter's name in a track. Ja Rule said Haley's name in Eminem's song, if you remember years ago. And he kind of went off. There you go. He kind of went off. So I kind of threw that out where I'm like, okay, I'm not actually going to talk shit about her, but I'm going to talk shit about you.
Yeah, about her father.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not doing that, right? I'm not that low. I'm not like Ja Rule low. Oh, that's last.
Oh no, I think I heard that one. I think a little bit of it.
I don't know. I haven't decided if that's going to be the only one I don't play tonight because it's honestly like in terms of a lot of reasons my best done track, but it goes places, man. It's a pretty hateful.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
That's the best one, man.
Yeah. So we'll see. Okay. So next up we got Ask Coach Anthem. All right. This is Ask Coach Anthem. So Ask Coach Anthem. If in the last song you heard me call Jesse Ask.
He called him Ask Coach. Yeah, Ask Coach.
Yeah, he had a fucking jacket that was an assistant coach jacket. His buddy called him Ask Coach one time. So we called him Ask Coach after that. So that I ran with the Ask Coach theme after that song, right? So he was so yeah, I kind of switched it up on them with that song. I kind of came at him. And then a year later, no, probably a half a year later, Drake was starting a diss with Pusha T at that time. They were, going off each other.
Oh, yeah. That's when they dropped the whole Adonis thing, right?
Yeah. So Drake came out with Duppy Freestyle at that time. And I took the beat. And then to his credit, within a week, you'll hear it right after this one, Jesse came back, a man who's never rapped before like that. Like, he came and recorded a track in his fucking cement truck at the time on his phone. And within days, when Pusha T dropped the diss against Drake, he came out with his diss against me right after because I came out with my diss after Drake because we used the beats that they used against each other. So it was fun,
That's funny.
Props to him. Good job on that. I liked the kind of little back and forth we kind of had between, and we were texting it. JT was like getting the track, and like Peter was. We were texting it to each other, all laughing about it, right? So it was a good little back and forth. And then the song after this, I took it to a very hateful and fucking crazy place. So I went too far, maybe. But we might play that. There's some good stuff in that song. So there we go. This is the Ask Coach anthem now. This is a
Ask Coach anthem.
Now, if there's any lines you want me to break down, that you might not.
It's like, we'll pause it.
Yeah, well, you let me know, okay? All right, there we go. Because there's some lines again, because we're all real close. So, okay, sorry. So this was the original Ask Coach anthem. It was supposed to be this beat. I sent this out as a little teaser that this disc was coming, like just to fuck around with Jesse, but it never actually happened. Like I never completed this beat. So this is.
I dissed you on P's birthday and gave you time to respond, but you didn't. Your loss. Round 2. No.
The beat's sick. I didn't keep the track. I didn't like what I said, and you'll see why. I was really trying to make fun of him, and I just sounded off making fun of myself on this.
I gave you time to respond, but you didn't. Your loss. Round 2. Now what the fuck you gonna do? You about to die slow. I got too much dirt on you. You're still stunning for your daddy like this is Carter 2. And when it comes to cards, son, I beat your father too. Went out the night before my birthday to party with your dad. You got sick, short up, and told me you quit drinking like a fag. I just turned 30. You dipped quick. By 10, you were at home in bed sleeping by 10:30.
So there's
9:39.
You were drinking with his dad.
So I was mad at that time because when I turned 30, he came out for my birthday, and he said he quit drinking when he showed up for the birthday party the night before.
I remember him saying that.
So that's what that was about. And even used a dirty fucking bad word for gay people there. I was
derogatory.
And then there is and then when I went on
when you become that famous podcaster, this is what's gonna happen. Look at all this shit's gonna come out on fucking live now.
So and then there's a version, another rough cut of that song, which I didn't have on here. I played a different one, it looks like, where I went on to say, I mentioned a line about the dirty underwear and how he wouldn't fucking lend me a pair. A story that
maybe you should get the story behind that one.
Well, we've talked about
what's the story behind that one?
Yeah.
One time I accidentally pissed on myself on my belt.
You just went straight into
I don't care. Everyone's heard this story.
No. The best part was
I went to piss when I was drunk at his house. I hit my belt. It went all over me. I pissed like on my underwear and shit. I'm like, yo, throw me a pair of boxers. I'm your boy. And he wouldn't do it. He was like, no, I'm not giving you a pair of my boxers. And then that's
go commando, bro.
What?
Just go commando.
No, man, it was nasty. So we don't do that around here. It was the summer, right? And then after that, the next day, I had to take
right now in the chat.
I had to take the bus back from like the West End in like the fucking heat, you know, balls sticking to leg fucking syndrome and all that in the fucking subway. So I needed some comfort on my balls. Yo,
he wanted Jesse as close to his balls as he could get him.
Have you ever had this conversation with you on the show? Quick sidebar. You have any good friends of yours or family that you would lend a pair of boxers to if they needed it? Like the shirt.
I mean, I don't know about. I'd give him a shirt. I'd give the person like a pair of pants.
Kind of shit. No, but boxers is too personal. You don't even need them back. Throw them out, fam.
At that point, if it gets to that point, don't give them back to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't wash them and give them back. No, throw them out.
I hope you don't ask for them back.
Anyways.
Hey, bro, do you remember those tidy whities I lent you, bro? I need them back, bro.
This has been a story that's been talked about for years. So.
Oh, that's a question. Would you ever lend your buddy your boxers?
Doing that. So in that song, I brought that up as a line, and I'm like, nah, it doesn't sound good.
When Neeks get married, that's gonna be Jesse's in Jesse's speech.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
All right, here we go. Okay, so this is Ask Coach Anthem. This is what it turned out to be. Much better.
Way better.
This is the Drake Duppy freestyle beat.
Check this out.
At the start of the song, he said that stupid line where he's like, the audacity. He's like, I'm in shock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I always thought that was the stupidest thing. Like the song was fire that he came at Pusha T with, but I'm like, shut the fuck up, Drake. The audacity. Like he's so mad that you diss him. Like, get the fuck out of here. All right, here we go. The nerve. The audacity.
The nerve.
Fuck. Go. So we gotta do this now. Cement truck, fuck who's down in his luck. Would send his boy an Uber pool just to save a few bucks. You cheap fuck, you ain't really fucking with us. I'll fuck you up. This fucking bullshit's gotta stop. Why we always gotta hate on one another? You went around always calling me a Boston lover. I guess I love him more than you love your brother. Keep this last out the house, I hope he finds another. But that's really not fair. That's neither here nor there. Look at me going on like I really fucking care. Cause I don't. I got free smoke for anyone who wants some off of what I just wrote. It's a mystery to me why you would spend 500 on a box for signed pucks from players that really suck cock. JVR in the tuck while you up in your truck. Pouring cement your whole life. Now you're the one who's stuck. I'm sorry if you don't understand that line. I don't expect you to. You're not really a smart guy. And I don't really got the time to explain every rhyme to you, bro. I'm just not the one to try. Instead, I'll just bang you upside the head. Have you stumbling and mumbling like Rick on The Walking Dead. I'll send your sons to the store and tell them to grab me 2 tins of sausage and bread. Shout out to Shadows. Why do I bother? Welcome to the lyrical slaughter. I am a monster. My rhymes are just hotter. Pass me some water. I'm running out of breath, but I still got more left. Cause I ain't stressed when I'm dissing Jess. This life is a mess. Come on, son, this dude's already done. Let the record run. I've already won. He's a fucking bum. No beef has ever been in your favor. He's been chilling in the burbs with Frank the neighbor. He's a lame. I ain't playing, but I'm saying he would get pulled and freaking off mid-game. If he had any common sense left, it's tool time. If Wilson pops his head over that fence, I'm convinced that you've never been the same since that night you were trying to act hard when Eric choked you out when we're all chilling in your backyard. He left you looking like a fucking retard. That's it, man. That's everything I had written down to record this to you at some point. There's no scrap song. I never finished. Maybe I'll get back to that at some point. Still my
holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
that's a great
Justin
track,
gets
though.
better.
Thank you. So
that's a great track, though.
Honestly, like, despite like whether or not you like what that song was, because again, it was all for fun, but I think like I had improved without actually even rapping. Like honestly, no, I know. There's like some.
I got better.
I did. The flow was on point for that song. Is all I felt.
You know what? It was, man. And I'll tell you right now, that was the sickest one, man.
No, that beat is actually really good though.
It is.
No, but
that's the thing. That beat's really good.
Niko was locked and focused on that.
Yeah, you were like mad, bro. You were upset.
No, I just had a lot to pull from. Yeah, but yeah, I'm upset. Yeah, I kind of was in some.
I'm upset.
Yeah. Anyways, to his credit, fucking Jesse came right back at me with Story of Anno Marianakis, which I'm gonna play for everybody for the first time.
I haven't heard this one. Okay, here we go.
So this is pretty sick.
Banger.
So Jesse hasn't really rapped like, you know, like, he hasn't had
Jesse, get him up in here.
20 songs. Okay. So he recorded this song in the work truck and he sent that to us. Okay. So now other than Jay and Peter who were here, no one ever had heard this song before, I don't think. All right. So here we go.
Yeah, I gotta hear it.
37 other people are gonna hear this one.
Last name and yeah, exactly. 7 people.
37.
So here we go. Let me just pull it up. So Anno Marianakis, my last name, my Greek last name here. And he did Story of a Didon came out. The Pusha T response to Drake. And that's when he revealed that he had a kid. And then Jesse went right in line within the same week of me dropping the Drake one and dissed it. World premiere. Yeah, here we go.
World premiere.
World premiere.
There's Jesse.
Easy money. Yo, Neeks, why'd you have to get me started, man? I don't even rap.
Special guest.
It's time to cut the head off this Greek. Leave his body hanging. Yes. Silly ass motherfucker. You out here spending all your time thinking about me. Why you mad? Because you caught your girlfriend looking at me? That's okay. Let's take it back to 2008 when I caught you slipping, dancing the blades of glory. You look like a bitch, but still nobody cared. Is that a helmet? Oh wait, that's your hair. You talk about my neighbor, you don't even have one. All you have is a small ass balcony. Why don't you go ahead and take a jump? The only one of us that's stuck is you in that shoebox you call an apartment. Trying to move around, you look like you might have to lose a few pounds. And that little secretary gig you have is cute. Always thought you'd grow out of it, but hey, look at you working at that comic book store for extra cash. Man, I use that shit to wipe my ass. You still butthurt over that time I didn't lend you my underwear. You're a grown-ass man. Stop pissing yourself. Was that an accident, or were you just trying to get a pair? Starting a collection of your own as men's underwear starring me. Talking about sending my kids to the store for bread and sardines. They're already on their way, but not for bread or sardines. For a Mac 10 to spray, like Jaden on Fortnite, making you look gay. Niko, you ain't squad. You just a filler. The real kid we wanted lived on Wegmore. You don't know where that is? Google Map. I'm sure you'll understand after that. That's it. That's enough. I don't got no more. Next time you come at me, it's gonna be a war.
Sick.
Fisticuff. New school style. I'll slap your bitch ass like my aunt used to back in the day. Or do you like Washington did Boston? You Boston lover. Yo, Nick. Listen, man. You come at me again. A lot more. I just didn't want to get that personal. Get your feelings hurt. Soft ass motherfucker. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Yeah, it's ass coach time.
Sorry that I had you waiting. Oh, okay. So that's the last one there that just came up.
Holy shit!
So that was sick. I like that song a lot. So that got me so mad because someone actually responded to and at the time, you know, there was maybe a couple feelings going on. There were some words being thrown around. Not about that, just like I think personally, you know what I mean? I was probably not in a good place. So I came out with the next song here. I'm gonna end out the night.
The 20-minute the 20-minute comeback.
We said to play it. Yeah, it's a 8-minute fucking song, not a 17-minute song. It's 2 songs I put together. All right. I think it's the best produced song I ever did. I picked all the beats. I wrote both songs. I put sound effects in. I fucking at this point, I knew what I was doing because of all this podcast shit. Like this happened in the past year. It's more than a year ago now. Was this during the podcast? This is right before the podcast, actually, I think. But I still knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah. So feelings about this song going into it, though, I will say, I don't know where Jesse is. He said he may have stopped by. He's not here, so I'll just go into it. I want him to comment on Story of Eno Marianakis, which was a banger for sure. That was a sick line.
Yo, that was holy
Before I go into the next line,
man.
I'll talk about that again quickly. That line about him wiping his ass with fucking the money I'm getting for extra cash was sick. I like that a lot.
That was hilarious.
2-box apartment line, the underwear line.
Yeah, a couple good ones in there. Yeah,
good lines. That's what I mean. Like I was impressed. A couple good lines in there. What's funny though is you could hear fucking papers ruffling in the background, like it's fucking like the Nas song "Book of Rhymes," where he's just like pulling out his. I don't know if you know that song, but you can literally hear like the papers like in the background.
The papers turning.
Yeah, he put in the effect on purpose, but like you can hear him recording it on his fucking phone. You can hear like the papers rustling.
The ruffling of the papers.
Towards the end, it was the best because like you got to go into your 50 Cent. I'm gonna talk shit for like 5 minutes bag at the end of the song. Like that's the move. He knew he brought it. Like he's like, okay, I'm out of rhymes. I'm just gonna talk shit for a fucking minute at the end of the song. That's how you do it. And when you're out of things to say, you just talk shit at the if there's any.
You just keep grilling them. Yeah, keep saying it.
50 Cent sometimes would talk shit at the end of the song, and it would become better than the song. Like he was just you're like, whoa, you hear what this guy said? Whoa, oh shit, you know. That's how you do it, right? Like the rhymes would be over. He'd hit you in the head with 2 fucking verses. Third verse, no, I'm just gonna talk shit for a minute. So that's what,
I'm just gonna talk shit about you personally.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I mean. He took the right approach on that. I love that. I love that he responded.
That was awesome, man. That was great.
The way I felt about this song over time, like I said, is I don't feel the same way about it. I think like technically it's my best song in terms of like everything I put into it, and it's 2 songs I put together. But I don't feel right about some of the. I don't want to say some of the things I said because you know what I mean. Like, but if you want to get too personal with diss songs, this one got a little bit personal. So I feel at the same time when it comes to rap disses and stuff like that, there's no like nothing I feel that you can't touch. But at the same time, like you know what I mean. Like I think that as friends, I probably shouldn't have fucking been so mean. I think on this song, there are some things.
There's a level that you cross.
I think so. No, I definitely, I'm just putting it out there. I still think the song's good, but I think that there were some things that were, because the first song was like me just talking shit, going to a hate. And then the second song that's at the end, it fades out and goes to a next song is me basically apologizing for everything.
Yeah, he felt bad. Yeah, the second guess himself. Yeah, he felt bad.
And basically
I felt so bad.
You guys hurt me.
No, but hey, for his credit, if it's the song I'm thinking of, on his credit, but you know what? You got to listen to the song to understand it, and you have to kind of know where it's coming from to get it. But I think at the time, everything was just too heated, if it's the song I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, I just felt
the rap battles.
I felt honestly, I just felt hurt by friends at the time. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, problems that I had with myself, you know what I mean? So I was trying to work through. It had nothing to do with anybody else, right? So
I lit a fire under Neeks' ass, man.
So here it is. This was almost a direct response because this came a few months later.
This is crazy, bro.
Hashtag Ask Coach.
Originally,
ready live premiere.
Originally, the song was called "Gay in the Woods" because we were going up to Peter's cottage when I showed them this, his old cottage. But then I changed the name to Ask Coach Eating Season.
You should call it like Broke Bass Ass Coach or something.
And this is the last. This is the last song of the night. So after this, you know, we'll probably chat for a few. But if anybody wants to jump on, let me know. If not, we'll probably end out the night after this one. And after a few, okay. Here we go. It's a little longer than I thought. Here we go. I had fun though. This was good.
Yeah, cool.
All right. This is great.
Hey, Neeks, where's that new diss track? I can't wait to hear it. And answer your phone. Stop ignoring me. Let's hear this shit. Give me back.
Sorry that I had you waiting so long. This is the last chapter of the trilogy. The last time that you're ever gonna hear shit from me. The last time that you ever hear another diss from me. So it's time to make history. Time to get this shit off my chest till there ain't none left. Alright, let's do this. I've got your bro hitting up my phone asking me where's the next diss. I ain't had the time. I don't even got a watch on my wrist. With no values in your life, then how the fuck can you be rich? You ain't nothing but a damn selfish son of a bitch. Then you had the nerve to ask me to help you move. When I asked for your help to move, where were you? I could have used that same help too. From the second we walked through your front door for the new house tour, you were yelling at us for stepping on your fucking brand new floors. Tell your friend Derek to pull up in the police cruiser and arrest your ass for not paying the movers like a fucking loser. Your credit card bounced faster than your self-esteem. You spent 12 G's on Binder appliances, bitch, please. Better watch it with all that slick talk. Bradford boy must have forgotten the 6 to be keeping them things cocked. You get yourself shocked by the time that this beat drops. Your response to me was weak, by the way. I just had to say it. That shit was fucking gay. I gotta admit, a couple of the lines made me laugh. But straight up, that shit was trash. Man, I'd use that track to wipe my ass. And here I thought I was gonna be battling myself, but your song sucked, bro, and I guess that you could really use some help. Best way for me to describe when I listened how I felt, I just would have rather hung myself with Jaden's Gucci belt. All that material wealth is shit that can't buy you health, so don't you ever go pick up the phone asking me for help. When's the last time you helped someone besides yourself? Just do us all a favor and quit lying to your fucking self. How about that time that me and P got put in cuffs? You ran off like a pussy. I used to think you were tough, but turns out you made sure to look out for yourself. No bluff, you just didn't fucking care enough about us. Man, that's rough. And since then, it's been real hard to rebuild that trust. But trust me, I've just about had enough. At least I had P looking out for me. He'd bottle the motherfucker for me while you flee. That's it, man. That's it. I just want you to smarten the fuck up, man. Just, fucking be better, honestly. Stop being selfish. Fucking, stop with this bullshit. It's enough already. That's all I'm asking. The song's almost like a cry for help for yourself to do unto others as they would do unto you. I still love you, though.
Rewind. Bring it on back. Wait.
Ah, shit.
That's the
Stop
next
being
song.
shitty, man.
Now I feel bad.
This is just me fucking around, man. This is just me fucking around. It's all in good fun. Don't get too offended.
Too offended.
Christmas and Christmas presents with your kids and all that fucking shit. I didn't even rap about that. There's so many things. That's it, though. I'm done. I'm wiping my hands clean of this.
Okay, so it's not done. That's the halfway point.
Holy shit!
So even at the end, I'm jokingly apologizing, but then I'm really back in and going back and forth. Like I just can't.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I couldn't. Like I'm apologizing, but then I'm talking shit still. I know it was terrible. See what I'm saying though? And that's what I mean. Like I'm so, so bipolar on this fucking song. Like, and then
it's like deep cuts. It's like deep cuts, but you put a bandage on them and then you cut them again and you put another bandage on them.
And there's so many things in that song I'm not going to get into that occurred, that references you may not get. But I'm just not going to get into them. And that's what I mean. There was some hurtful shit that I didn't actually mean in that one. That was like, I'm just going to, after the response, I was like, I'm just going to be mean now. Like I wasn't even joking around. The first Ask Coach Anthem was fun and funny. This was like,
that was funny.
Right.
This was deep, man. Like,
and I was being an asshole. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Got hard this one.
That's the difference. And Jay was at the start of the song with the intro. And Jay, I don't know if you guys were really talking at that time, and I got Jay to record the intro. So I went fucking all sorts of assholeness on.
Yeah.
That. So
yeah,
I got
you went like this track, like you went that road, like you went
real. Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's what I much rather do the form like the other one than this. Like the first two that
like the jokey
birthday, like you're stupid, this and that. Like there was
like the underwear, like
there was mean things being said in those, but it was in a joking fashion. This was just like I'm an asshole. Right? Say it. Go ahead. Right. See, this is what I'm trying to say. This is how I feel about it now, right? In retrospect, but in the
later on, because then you talk about like Christmas and like
yeah. And that's why even for public consumption, that's why I'm not talking about any of the references there, and that's why I possibly wasn't even going to play it. But now the second part here that it kind of fades into was more meaningful in a sense that I by the end I actually I apologize.
It's the redemption song.
Peter, I agree.
That's rough.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
It came from a hurt and angry place, though. I'm saying, like,
yeah.
It was all good.
Neeks and P.
So this was a separate song I just combined with this that I recorded at the same time called Real Talks with Neeks and P. And this was all the things you hear at the sound effects you hear that I put into the song here are actual audio that was taken from the time that me and Peter did a podcast called Real Talk with Neeks and P. So that's why I kind of cut everybody's voice into it. And so here we go.
It was funny.
Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P.
Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P.
Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P. Now it's time for a real talk between you and me. If you've read between the lines, it ain't hard to see the real reason that I started dissing you and Jesse. I started these disses so you bitches would talk to me, cause it's been a long time since you talked to me properly. During your daily phone calls, you just probably mocking me, cause I'm not starting a family or buying you property. My life's different, accept me, don't test me. Don't tempt me to say some crazy shit just so you'll fucking respect me. I've been getting so gas lately and my tank is on empty, waving the idea of marriage in my face like that's supposed to impress me.
Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P. Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P.
Right?
Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P. Welcome to Real Talk with Neeks and P. When I was younger, I had no one that was taking care of me. I'd probably be dead now if it wasn't for P and his family. I was sleeping on apartment hallway floors before they came and opened their door, and then once more for Jesse, who joined us at a lower point in his life. This was before all of the kids, before all of the wives. We were chilling all the time. We were having the time of our lives. Sometimes I look back on those times and I try not to cry. You'll never know it was the time of your life until you've lived through it. I'm at a crossroads in my life and a river runs through it. Too much trouble expressing myself, but you already knew it. So I just made these songs for fun. I just had to do it. I know I shut down sometimes and that's my fault. Don't be offended if I don't always pick up the phone when you call, but know that I'm out there still, your friend all along, who still thinks about you both enough to go and write a song. Anytime you've needed me and I've been right there. You both might think that this is for me not playing fair, but I had to go there for me to be able to share. Why would I record any of this shit if I really didn't care? So that's it. Now that we finally reached the end, hopefully you won't ever have to hear from me again, and this will be the last time that I'll ever make a song to diss my best friends. Love you guys.
Uh,
No, I don't know how either. I know. You ever had a boy at your house come there, mess up?
So this is me giving him the shit on the podcast back in the day because he wouldn't lend me the underwear. I put a little audio clip at the end of this.
Get wet, may fall in the pool. You supply him with clothes.
If you're a boy, that's what you do.
That's your boy. You do that.
And if you're going to a club and boy
Like, we're
wants like a
family.
shirt, why would you want your boy to look like a bum?
Yeah,
Give your boy your
exactly.
nice shirt.
Yeah,
Not the shirt. I would have given you guys.
That's a shirt.
Yeah, because that's where we differ from where you grew
It's
up
the same
and where
shit
we
to
grew
me,
up
yeah.
and the values that we were growing up
We're
on. I'm
fresh.
sorry.
Fuck
I don't
your
mean to
values. I
fucking
went
trace
this
that
man's
back to
ass
our
if it
values.
needs to be too.
I don't mean to trace that back to your values, but seriously, you need to step your values the fuck up. Guys. Seriously. No, seriously. Real talk.
You know
This
what?
is real talk with Neeks.
You know what?
It was an apology. Yes.
That was an apology. This is an apology.
I diss you guys for 6
You just called everybody out more.
apology.
That was fine.
Accept that
I'm
apology.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
And now it's out there.
Damn, man.
and that's that.
It's the microphone, like.
And at this point in time, I have no plans to ever record anything like that again, or songs, or disses, or what have you. I'm tapped out after.
That was a long time ago too, bro. Yeah, I haven't.
No, bro.
It's
Never
fire,
say
bro.
never.
No,
Justin
You know.
Bieber said it right. Never
I
say
said it.
never.
I started that song. I've never.
Then you never wanted.
I sure did.
You missed it.
I did, Big Daddy.
Daddy.
So there you go.
Damn, man.
You missed it. It was live.
Yeah.
That was it, man. Holy
That's
fire
it.
in the house.
The wasted talent. I think not. That's the retrospective of Neeks. It was fire. It was fucking fire.
Do it yourself.
That was deep as shit, man.
Yeah. So no
it
reason
was
to dwell
crazy.
on that. It is what it is. Recorded it and never
Yeah.
do it again. Now at this point, I did it because it was kind of the capper to this whole journey we took together here with the song.
The journey.
Didn't end in a great place, but technically, I felt it was a good song, but the song itself was not a great song.
No, but I mean, like,
nice,
looking like a bitch. Why do I feel like that photo isn't the one saying those words?
I bet Jesse had more fire.
Probably.
I mean, Jesse's diss track was good. Like that was funny. Like that was good.
Yeah.
But yours was real, bro. Like.
So you think I should have decided against playing that one at the end?
I mean,
that put us all on a pause for a second there. I think.
Yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to feel? Like,
let's think about it, bro.
Well, that's why I prefaced all of that. I prefaced all of that before I played it by saying that, but I chose again. I chose to do it and put it to rest, and that's why I said that at the start of that song, and I really meant it, and that was it.
Yeah, there was a little run there. There was a little run there. It got touchy, so he put it to rest, kind of thing.
So
I haven't heard a response or anything, so
no response. All right, so if you guys want to help me here decide something right now, we got Peter in the chat. He's not coming on live on the screen with us, but before we close out tonight, we possibly will be doing a battle in the next.
Pussy.
We're possibly doing another battle like the Drake and Wayne one that we did last week between me and
you know.
And we want to do a Jay-Z versus 50 Cent one, which might sound crazy.
Oh no!
Some might think that sounds crazy just because
Jay-Z Nas, bro.
No, I don't think so. I know that's like the more comparable thing is Jay-Z Nas, but Nas doesn't have bangers like that. 50 does.
He doesn't.
Nas is gonna like retell you like the history of the Egyptians and shit like that. Like we don't need to know all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like Nas is gonna fucking Nas years and hit you with some fucking like some
philosophy.
Yeah, and he's sick. I love
it. No, to do like a Nas versus Royce.
Yo, Nas has bangers too. Don't get me wrong.
But that's what I'm saying.
But honestly, like the first one that comes to mind is that fucking Made You Look, of course. But like, he doesn't have many tracks like that. He does, but he doesn't. Like not against Jay-Z. He'd lose. I think 50 actually
not number one, but not number one singles, you mean. But it was a different era too.
Yeah.
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 They were kind of a little bit split between
so you guys,
and not.
So Lewis, think of a number between 1 and 100. Okay. Sorry, two numbers. Think of two numbers between 1 and 100. And
me
and Peter are both going to pick a number, and whoever's closest to each of the numbers, pick one number that's going to be 50 Cent and one number that's going to be Jay-Z, because we want this to be random. Okay, so like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense, or is there a better way of doing this? Okay, right. Do you have a piece of paper? Does anybody have a piece of paper that you can put out?
I do not have a piece of paper. No.
I
have a coin.
No, but we're not supposed to choose. It's supposed to be randomly picked. Okay, so heads is 50 Cent, tails is Jay-Z.
Heads is 50 Cent, tails is Jay-Z.
Okay, so hold on.
Who's gonna go first? You or P?
I don't know. P, go ahead, because I won the last battle. P picks.
You think
I can read the chat too? I'm seeing the chat too, so I'll tell you.
Yeah, because I can't see the chat. I don't know why.
I can.
Right?
I can see it. He has to. He has to let me know.
Already?
He hasn't let me know anything.
What does he got? What does he have to let us know?
Heads or tails?
The chat's hilarious. If you have to read a few of the things. No, I figured it out now. Now I can do it with the phone. Neeks was reading it before, and now I can do it while I'm talking at the same time. I just can't type.
Yeah, Pete's gotta say head. Pete's gotta say heads or tails. I got a toonie. Is a toonie better? It's heavy.
And don't tell us what you got.
You sure?
He's picking for him.
Who's picking?
He is. The do-it-yourself mom.
What did I say? Was it heads 50 or tails?
I think you said. Hold on a second. What the hell's wrong with my charger? Sorry.
He must have left.
You said
Right.
heads 50, tails.
Jay-Z.
Heads, Jay-Z's tails. Okay, go ahead.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh,
What was it?
heads.
Polar bear. No.
Okay, so heads is 50. Okay, there you go.
50?
Is that what we said? Oh, he said tails. Okay, so he's Jay-Z. After you flipped it,
He's Jay-Z.
All right, so he's got Jay-Z. I got 50.
You got 50.
All right. Fuck. That's gonna be tough. All right. All right. So everybody, hopefully in a week or so, we'll confirm a date and let you guys know, hopefully on the show coming up on Monday on Late Night Chat. But me and Peter now are gonna the hell?
Jay wins. Stop avoiding my comments. I don't even know what he's saying.
I don't know either.
Oh, there's a bunch of comments that Niko won't put up. He's bad.
There, I put up all your trash comments. There you go.
Neeks like big things. But Neeks now. Angry face you.
Guys.
It's funny how his wife knows all that stuff.
He says I'm leaving. Then there's like 7 other comments.
You're left to control my comments. Stop avoiding my
Yes, they're fucked.
I'm not trying.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, this was
there you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. Anybody who did, thanks for joining us as we took a journey through my rap career.
Let everybody know what Neeks' career was. What you guys think of his career?
Neeks'
Everybody's
discography, bro.
Yeah.
If they didn't leave any messages now.
It's trash. It's a good thing I stopped rapping.
Started going high. It started getting better and better, and then he stopped. The fuck?
Yeah, man.
The flow started going in, right?
Oh, which
Well,
one
he was
do you
able
want me to put? Which one? Which one there?
What's he saying?
Well, I can read it. I'll get in trouble maybe if I read it.
Peter, Jesse,
Don't read it.
And let's do the outro song that Jesse did one more time. The fucking the story of Anna Marinakis.
That one was good, man. Oh, chat right there. Bangers real.
Just to show that I'm not above fucking disses against me.
I haven't been reading any of the comments, bro.
Oh no. No, Rob found out the real me now. Oh well.
Oh no.
Later, Rob. All right.
You guys are fucked. Oh, dude.
Where is it? Okay, here we go. Lewis, thanks for joining me today. This was fun. Thanks for
bro. This was
Those
great.
Those songs were fire.
JT, thanks for
turn this chat off. Shit.
Hey, and Justice Dude was fire. Don't worry, this track was fire too. We can't leave him out, you know. But
there you go. All right, here it is. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time.
Favorite
All right,
rapper,
guys.
Neeks.
Thanks.
That was great.
out.
Thank you.
Have fun, Neeks.
Take it easy.
Easy money. Yo, Neeks. Why'd you have to get me started, man? I don't even rap. It's time to cut the head off this Greek. His body hanging. Yes. Silly ass motherfucker. You out here spending time thinking about me. Why you mad? Because you caught your girlfriend looking at me? That's okay. Let's take it back to 2008 when I caught you slipping, dancing the blades of glory. You look like a bitch, but still nobody cared. Is that a helmet? Oh, wait, that's your hair. You talk about my neighbor. You don't even have one. All you have is a small ass balcony. Why don't you go ahead and take a jump? The only one of us that's stuck is you in that shoebox you call an apartment. Trying to move around, you look like you might have to lose a few pounds. And that little secretary gig you have is cute. Always thought you'd grow out of it, but hey, look at you, working at that comic book store for extra cash. Man, I use that shit to wipe my ass. You still butthurt over that time I didn't lend you my underwear. You a grown-ass man. Stop pissing yourself. Was that an accident, or were you just trying to get a pair? Starting a collection of your own, I see. Men's underwear starring me. Talking about coming out to the store for bread and sardines. They're already on their way, but not for bread or sardines. For a Mac 10 to spray, like Jaden on Fortnite, making you look gay. Niko, you in the squad. You just a filler. The real kid we wanted lived on Wegmore. You don't know where that is? Google Map. I'm sure you'll understand after that. That's it. That's enough. I don't got no more. Next time you come at me, it's gonna be a war.
Paper.
Fisticuff, old school style. I'll slap your bitch ass like my aunt used to back in the day. I'll do
good.
Washington did Boston. You Boston lover.
Boston
Neeks.
lover.
Let me flip some papers.
Listen, man. Come at me again. I got more. I just didn't want to get that personal. Get your feelings hurt. Soft as peanut butter ass motherfucker. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, it's ass coach time.
You know what? I don't know why you used the name there.
Yeah,
perfect snippet, bro.
I gotta say,
ass coach time.
Just save it, bro.
Oh,
you know what? That is gonna be a drop on the next show. That was a bang. Guys, appreciate the response once again, and you tapped into it at the end though. Don't want to make things too personal. Don't be a dick like I did with my last song. That's why I had to end it out on this song of the night. Thank you all. Thanks for all joining us. It was fun, and that was sick.
It was great.
Good job, Jesse. Great job, and that was fun. All right.
Great job, Neeks. Great job, Jess.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
Guys, take it easy.
Good night.
So.